change some things though. Let's go to torch. I don't know if this is actually gonna work. It says I'm live. Okay, that's cool. All right, let's go to Twitch, and I need to go to. What is this? Notifications. Get your community on the streak. Clips, stories, and VODs. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, that's what I'm doing. My channel, real quick, on the torch. The torch. Ooh, the torch. Don't want that to be repeating. Hello, Miss Renard. I have to fix something real quick here. I forgot all about that. We have to create a whole new thing here. So I am currently winging it. Oop, don't want to be showing all that. All right, so that's not where I want to be on here. So let's go to where I want to be, which is here. Okay. What's next? Hi, Miss Renard. All right, so I have the live going here and on the YouTuber. Because I'm not playing copyrighted music, at least I don't think I am. I don't see any warnings from YouTube, so we should be good over there. Building my style empire. Live Shopify store. I don't forget what I even typed in there. My brain is a little rattled today, y'all, so forgive me. All right, sir. I'm supposed to be fixing something, aren't I? Yes, I am. Okay, so since I am supposed to be fixing something and you guys are seeing me do that, let's fix that something. First, what I want to do is I need to get back to the creator dashboard and to the stream manager. Okay. It's just me and Reynard right now. Hi. I don't know who else is in here. So get cred when you share a viral clip. Oh, okay. So if you share a viral clip from this video, not that I would know what a viral clip is, then you can get cred. I've been on Twitch since January and I have no clue what cred is. That's bad, isn't it? That's really bad. I know. But I know it's really bad, and that's what counts. Why did the music stop? I'm confused. Well, why did the music stop? That was weird. Okay. I'm making something. I just don't remember what I'm making. Oh, okay. I know what I'm making now. Okay, I need to make a new little banner here. So, first thing second, I need to pull up some things here. So, first things third, since we are being completely transparent here and showing how to build some stuff, I'm going to go into her. I'm gonna turn all this off because it don't need to be on. We can turn all of that off. That was from the last drop. If you go to the website now, you'll see that you probably won't be able to get to it. So not through the two URLs that I gave before, because everything is changing. I'm throwing a Hail Mary today, y'all. I'm literally throwing a Hail Mary today. And that Hail Mary is that I am going to go on live. I'm going to build a shop. I'm going to put products in it. And while I'm putting the products in it, people will be able to purchase it. And my goal is to get 10 purchases. I need 10 purchases at a minimum. That's my goal today. Of course, that also means getting people in here. So if you are in here and you want to help a brother not end up in the street on Sunday, literally, head out to, share it with your peoples. Okay. Share it with your peeps. Pretty please. And listen, you don't got to purchase anything to be in here. I'm still going to be building the shop and doing all the stuff. Am I completely prepared right now? No. My head is screaming. The pain is ridiculous, but I don't have time to worry about the pain right now. Prioritize. Okay, so let's build a thing. First things first, we're going to go out of here. I'm gonna go over here, and then I'm gonna go to my product templates real quick. Okay. And in my product templates, I'm gonna grab one of these barags, and I'm thinking this one would be the one that I want to grab. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna say download. Now I have sold these, and I've got nothing but good reviews. So that's why I am going with this one, because I have sold it already and I got nothing but good reviews. Let me see. Hold on. Actually, no. I'm kind of changing my mind right now on which one I want to go with. Actually, I think I might go with 02 here. Yeah, let's go with this one. Let's download the mockup real quick. Let's go with her, because I just think it'll be fun. Matter of fact, let's go with this one, and then let's take this one in particular, and I'm going to download it. We got 2 people so far. I did turn the views back on, so I'm going to go ahead and download that. And y'all seeing me just work this all in real time. Now, this is a 99% accurate representation of the actual backpack. So how these mockups work, for anyone who doesn't know, is Printful is a fulfillment group, right? Why am I using a fulfillment group? I have $0 to go to a manufacturer and order 100, 200, 400, 500 pieces up front. I have $0 to market that. I don't even have my own place to have it shipped to. Matter of fact, I have to be out of this place Sunday morning and literally have no clue where I'm going. But that's on me. So I am here to fix that, and I'm going to be on live as long as it takes. Hey, Connie, how you doing? I see Connie in the hell. All right, so here's what we're going to do, because we're going to make a quick little banner to replace the one that we already have in there. So I'm going to forget that rectangle. I'm going to come here and I'm going to grab, actually, yeah, let's just take this rectangle that's right here and let's put it here, and let's make the width, I don't know, let's say 6 inches instead of 12. And then we're going to come here and we're going to make the height 3 inches. Just do 1 by 2. I think that'll be cool. And we'll change the one for the tip jar as well. And then we're going to come in here. Oops, hold on. Actually, no, it should be, oh, don't want to do that either. Okay, so then we're going to come in here. And we're going to say place. Are we cool with the music in the background, everybody? Or would y'all prefer I just turn the music off? Y'all let me know. And what am I doing? We're going to downloads. That's what I'm doing. That break. Why does it keep stopping? I don't know why it stopped, y'all. I don't have a clue. Oh, it disconnected the Bluetooth did. Okay. That, not the Bluetooth, but the cable. Hold on, y'all. My auxiliary cable is acting up. That's why it's disconnecting. Okay, well that that sucks. Huh. I don't know what's happening here. All right, there we go. Connie! Okay, so we're going to grab this one. We're going to hit open. And then I'm going to tap there. Okay, now I'm going to drop this into this rectangle. And then we're going to open that up. And let's see. Let's bring it down some. Snap it in like so. And I'm going to angle it a bit just because. And now I need to emulate this, right? And there's two ways I can do that. I can just duplicate this thing, right? And then bring it underneath and then just kind of slide it over. But we're still going to get like that, this, you know, because it doesn't really match. But the thing is, it's not going to be really big, so it doesn't make a difference. I'm going to duplicate it again. And then I'm going to duplicate one more time. And then I just have to put this one underneath that one. And boom. Ta-da! All done. Too easy, right? All right, so let's grab the rectangle. We're going to come here. And we're going to convert the curves. And I'm going to tap this one, grab these two. And I'm going to round out top. But only the top. And we're just going to leave it like that. Okay. All right, so now that we did that, we need to go grab the new thing. Now this is not something that was just a whim, you know. Actually, everything I create is kind of a whim. Just pops up in my head at one point in the day. However, what I mean by that is, it's not like I just was like, oh shoot, da 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 da. You know, I have been doing so many things, y'all, and I'm actually going to talk about something today that happened to me that I haven't talked about at all. And I wasn't talking about it because I didn't want to jinx it. However, not wanting to jinx it didn't stop it from being jinxed, I guess. Not that jinx would be a good word for it, but whatever. All right, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to hit paste. All right, turn that one on. And then I'm going to shrink these down. Oop, that's way too small. Slide these in here. And then I'm going to grab this one and I'm going to make it pretty big. About this big right here. And actually, I want to bring it down. And I don't really mind if it covers up that right there. And then I want to take this and I want to make it bigger. And put it like that. So the only problem we have is we have the X and the X kind of overlaying each other, and I don't really like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the ampersand in the middle, and just to change that up. And then I'm going to make this a little thicker by just giving it some stroke, so it has a little more definition. Oops. And then I'm going to move this on top, and the music did not stop this time. It's still playing, but you just can't hear it. What is happening today? Okay, evidently my auxiliary cables are losing their damn mind. And this is what's happening today. Hold on. All right, so we're going to be fighting with that all day today. Oh, Connie has a watch streak. Yay. All right, so real quick, hook up here. I'm going to slide Homie McLover Pants over a little bit and then bring them down. Actually, I kind of want to make them a little bigger here. Something like that. And then I want to bring this one up. Let's make it a little smaller. And then we'll bring you back up. Oops. I'm just trying to make this aesthetically pleasing, so to speak. but keeping it simple. All right. So there we go. We got that. Yada yada, yippee yippee, kaye, mama jamma. And we're just going to give it a quick little, and we're going to put that on the inside. Fun little outline just to give it some definition. And then we're going to come here. We're going to say export. And of course, we're going to hit PNG. And we're going to switch this to selection only. And then we're going to, we'll share. Actually, no, we're going to hit OK. I'm going on my iPad here, click here, and I'm going to type in Twitch. And hit my iPad, Twitch assets. And we're going to name this BXB. That is the wrong place, Bone. And we're just going to type in the word banner, and we'll be done with that. Hit save. The hell are you talking about? But I ought to fight you. Why are you playing around? Don't mess with me. What the hell? Hold up, y'all. I'm about to have a tussle. Torch on my iPad. It didn't even save it. What a butthole. All right, BXB banner. Okay, there we go. Now I should have saved it. We're gonna have a tussle if it didn't. All right. Oops. I just messed up. Because that should be, oops. Okay, I'm going a little bit too fast. That's what she said. All right, so where we going? I need to go to my little 2000 by 2000. Actually, let's just create a new one. We're gonna say new. Say new document. Go to the margins. Turn the margins off. Go back to general. Turn on transparent background. Create art board. We're gonna put this on pixels. I'm going to put this on 2000 by 2000 square, and I'm going to hit OK. Back out real quick. Give it a little second, and then come up here and hit rename, and I'm going to put textile patterns, and then I'm going to put BXB and click OK. All right, so we got our name in there. We're good to go. Yay. All right, so what are we doing? Tussle time. Exactly that. I need to check the YouTube, y'all. It says we have one viewer. What's up, yo? Hi, YouTube viewer. How you doing? We are getting to everything, I guarantee. First thing we're going to do is start working on this here, Shopify. But before we do that, I have to move things over. And this is going to happen multiple times because I have to do things on the iPad and I have to do things on the MacBook. So you're going to see this happen multiple times. But for now, let's get that situated. I'm going to come here and I'm on the MacBook right now. You can't see me doing this, but this will be real quick. I'm going to go to displays and I'm going to put on the dual display real quick. All right, so now that is on, we need to switch these back because this is, I need to put, nope, I need to put you over here, and we need to put Safari back over here. All right, there we go. That should do it, I hope. Wait, why is this so long? What in the butt cracking cheek? What is happening? Bruh, Mac is tripping right now. Not that Mac isn't always tripping because it's always tripping, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so we got that there right there. And cool. So now let's get into our Shopify. Oh, nope. We got to get off of that. All right, if you notice, there are no products. Not a single product is in there right now. This is the online store is literally a blank. This is it. This is where it is right now. Now, if you do want to know, just type in buckets X bags. So buckets and bags, but we're using the X for the and .shop, and you'll be able to go to the whatchamadoobie. All right. So if I go here and I type in, now I haven't even gone to buckets X bags yet, but I did connect it. So let's make sure it's working. Boom, it's working. All right. You guys can't see it because I didn't switch it. I apologize. There you go. Bones, an idiot. Woo. What is happening? Why? What is happening? Okay, there we go. Man, what is going on today? Things just ain't working right. All right, so we're in the Shopify. And you should be able to see it now. Can y'all see everything? That's really bright, isn't it? You should be able to see it now. I hope. You know what dilemma I'm having? The dilemma I'm having is I can't see the comments and stuff the way I'm doing this right now. So we need to move this back over here. And then I need to move this over here. There we go. And now I should be able to see the comments and stuff. Okay, here we go. All right. So as you can see, this is just a blank thing. We got an email sign up down there. If you already signed up for VRL, then this is the same Shopify account. I changed the name, obviously. I changed the branding, and I changed the URL. So you don't have to sign up again. If you have not, go sign up. Okay. But like I said, my goal is to get 10 sales a day. And I'm going to show you what I'm trying to get 10 sales on. If you're interested in seeing it. 10 at a minimum. And I'm going to have to be live as long as I can. And you're going to see me working on patterns. You're going to see me building the shop. You're going to see all of that. However long you're awake. All right. So let's do this. I want to go on this end. And I want to close that one. And then for a hot second, because y'all don't need to be in my business this much. Y'all can't be seeing a brother's login. You feel me? For a hot second, you're just going to have to see me up close. I know that's not the most pleasant sight in the world. What is happening today? Y'all, is my camera moving for y'all? I don't know what's happening, but the Ozbot camera is not working. This thing is tripping today. It's saying that it's failing to connect, and I don't understand why. Connect. What is happening? Meet series. It's plugged in. Oh, you can't. You gotta be kidding me. All right, it's working now. Oh, Ozbot, you pissing me off. You about to get punched in your ding dong. You don't even have a ding dong. That's messed up. All right, so no one's all up in my login business. Let's get my login in real quick. Hopefully it's sending me to the right one, and it did. Boom, right away. We're in the correct one. We're going to go to the store, and I'm going to switch this back. But okay, so another thing is I think I'm going to switch back to OBS because Meld is so limited, and OBS will allow me to do things with like widgets and all this other stuff that I can't do on Meld because Meld doesn't fucking allow anything. So there's that. But with that said, let's keep going. All right, so what are we doing? Okay, so we're gonna go down here, and to be straight up, y'all, this is the one I want to use. This particular this one right here is the one I want to use. The problem is it's kind of limiting, and I'll show you what I mean. So if you go in here and I click add section, right? You have these sections. There's very few, right? There's nothing compared to some of their original, not original, but some of their templates that they've had a while that they have, constantly improved and all this other stuff. And the ones that they have rolled out all their new features on, this one does not have all the new features. However, it's a really good looking template, and I'm gonna show you why I like it. Okay, it doesn't seem that all that good looking right now, and I kind of want to remove this one because I messed with it a little bit and kind of screwed it up. So we're gonna remove that one. But let's go down here and let's click View Theme Store. Okay, and we're gonna click here because, as we know, I'm broke as a joke. And then we're gonna scroll down, and I'm gonna click on this one. This is the one. This is Rise, and then we're gonna click View Demo. Now, View Demo is just gonna allow us to look at it here. I really like this one. It's very clean. It's very much the way I like things. Like, I wouldn't need to change anything on this. I would just have to, get the right images and this, that, and the other, and obviously put my own information in there, blah, 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 blah. But here's the dope thing. When I click on this, see, this is the layout I like. I like this type of layout with this menu here on the side, and then when you hit this here, nice and clean still. So I really like this one. I like this. I like this one a lot. I think this one's really cool. What y'all think? Yay, nay? Meld is another streaming software for you to stream from multiple platforms or from a single platform. Like OBS is one. Meld is also one. Meld was specifically made to work well with Mac OS. However, the developers for some reason was like, well, it doesn't need to have even 90% of what other streaming platforms have. So let's just give it about 10% and then tell people that we're going to create stuff later. And then when they did introduce widgets, bruh, the widgets are terrible. I was like, those widgets are terrible. Baby satin bonnet. All right, y'all. So here we go. First things first. And since we don't have this all built up yet, the first thing we're going to do first is we're going to bring in products. Okay. So right now, this is what we're looking at. And obviously, it's not going to look like this very soon. Okay. So we're going to hit this. And then we're going to, let me go over this way, and I'm going to delete that over there. And I'm going to come here and I'm going to type in Printful and wait for it to load. It might take a little while. I'm going to go to my product templates here. I see babies up on it. And as y'all can see, it's called buckets and bags for a reason. So can you see why it's called buckets and bags? Anybody? Can anybody see why? Anybody? Anybody? No? Okay. If you can't see why, I don't know what to tell you. If you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you. All right. So first things first. All right, so first I want to make some colors, y'all, because I also want some monochrome ones in there as well, but I want to do kind of like brown tones, like I want to do, I think 4. I think 4 would be good. Yeah, let's do 4. We're gonna do a very pale, kind of almost, this is a nice tone here. If we go to our second page, you're gonna see this you know, so this should be 2 actually, and the other one should be 1. So this is just going to be numbered from the lightest to the darkest, 1 to 4, because I like simplicity. Just the way I am. Okay. All right. So I'm going to choose the darker colors for this, and this is very simple. So to show you that, we're going to have to go back to the iPad. That's just the truth of it all. Okay. So a little bit of switching is about to happen. So we're going to leave this right here where it is. And I'm going to go back to meld, and I'm going to switch back to the iPad Pro, which you can see all this crazy setup right now. And then we're just going to slide that over, and then I'm going to slide this over as well out of the way. We'll leave that there. That's fine. And we're going to come up here, and then we're going to open up this Sheboygan. All right. Okay. So first things second. You like the khaki color? I did it again. And it did it on a drop. That's some bullshit. I don't know what's happening, y'all. I don't know why it's doing this. Oh well, whatever. I just have to plug it back in and plug it back out. So whatever. All right. So first things 12. Let me see. Let me go to place, and I think it's here. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's go to place again. All right. Well, whatever. All right. So we can come out of there, and we're going to scroll down, and I'm going to find my little backpack templates, and they're a little further down. I got a lot of templates, y'all. I got a lot of templates. Okay. That's just how it is. Shit, I might have passed them up. Knowing me. I done lost them, y'all. This is the problem with having too much stuff. Watch me find them though. It's funny, like I will not be able to find them scrolling down, but I'll be able to find them scrolling up. I know that sounds silly, but it just is what it is. Okay. All right. So here they are here. Okay. We got our utility. I believe this is the utility one. Oops. I think. Let me see. Yeah, this is utility. So we got our utility one. And then we have our, this is our standard backpack here. And then this is the minimalist backpack, where the minimalist backpack has no outside pocket. It's just a large, it's actually a favorite. When I was selling backpacks, this one, the minimalist was a favorite. And I'm actually going to put somebody's high praise that they recently sent to me on the website. So you'll see what I mean. All right, so let's get to it. So first things first, let's open this one up. You can see here I got my little color swatches here, right? So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back to the front pattern, because I just need to make one of these. I just need to make one color, and then we have this color and we have that color, right? But first we need to let's take that off so it's not all confusing, and then we'll take that one off. All right, so we have this color and this color, and I want to go for a darker color now. So I'm going to duplicate this right here and slide over here, and let's see. Ooh, I like that color. Maybe something a little more. Ooh, that may be even better. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one for me. I like that one. Ooh, that's pretty. If I would do anything, I might mute it a little more, so it's not so so it doesn't have so much of the red and orange in it. Just bring it down a scooch, and then make it like that. You know what I mean? But I could leave it like that too. But I don't want it to look flesh colored. So to take those undertones of red and yellow out, even though they're there, we just desaturate it a little bit, and that will make it look less flesh tone and make it look more earth tone. Does that make sense? I have ideas out the wazoo. I need people to love my ideas as much as I do. I need more than 4 people to love my ideas as much as I do. And I don't mean that in a fucked up way, y'all. I'm stressed. I'm highly stressed. That's just the best way I can put it. I'm stressed beyond belief. And I'm typically not someone who stresses. So that should tell you something. All right, so I'm gonna go here and we're gonna say export. And I'm gonna say it again, y'all. I'm looking to get 10 sales today. I'm gonna actually start putting items into the shop. And Connie, thank you for commenting so much. I appreciate it. You make me feel like I'm not alone up here. Thank you. All right, so let me go back to YouTube too. Somebody might have said hello. Nobody said hello. Well, whoever's watching, I see one. It says 2 concurrent viewers. I don't know if I have viewers or not. Is that weird? Like, I don't know. I can't tell if I actually have viewers or not. I'm a little confused. I have to say that. I'm a little confused. But that's okay. Confusion doesn't hurt me. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna let me look over here and see. All right, so I'm gonna view my channel. All right, it's saying I'm live. View my channel. Turn off. Oop, wait, just turn off the volume button. Hold on. I'll just keep it muted. Okay, so what's it saying? 0 likes. Okay, that doesn't tell me how many viewers are in it. Okay, so I can't see viewers, how many viewers are in it from there. Okay, that makes sense. All right, that did not help me at all. Thought I was being slick. Okay, so it's 1 viewer. It had 2 viewers, now it's down to 1. So there's that. It is what it is. I never really got a lot of attention on YouTube anyway, so it is what it is. Ooh. All right, so now we're going to stop paying attention to viewers and we're just going to keep going. We're going to go selection only. I'm going to click OK. And I don't understand. You know what? I have a way to fix this, so we don't have to keep doing that. I'll just do it through the MacBook instead of the auxiliary cable, because I don't know why it like I've gone live several times with the auxiliary cable and it hasn't done that over and over again. So I'm not going to keep wrestling with it. That doesn't make sense. I'd rather just move on. The benefit to that is I can put the YouTube on my phone, so that way I can monitor any comments. You know what I'm saying? So here. You know what I'm saying? So here. Can y'all hear that? You can hear that. Oh. All right, let me turn it down. All right, there we go. Now you won't be able to hear it. But now we'll be able to see the comments if comments pop up. Okay, that solved that drama. And I guess we'll click on this. We'll go here. This will fix this, y'all. This will fix this. Since we got no games or nothing going, we can just do it through the laptop. You know what I mean? They won't be competing with each other. Cool. All right. There we go. Okay, where were we? We were working on stuff. That's what we were. Okay. All right. So, oh shoot, I forgot to do the thing too. Hold on. I need to add that banner to but yeah, we need to save this first. All right, so I'm gonna stay in here and we're gonna go on my iPad. We're gonna go to buckets and bags, and I think I'm just gonna create a folder. I'm just gonna call it colorway, just because. And then I'm just gonna call this 3, and I'm just gonna say classics, and I'll just leave it at that. Keep it simple, right? All right, so with that, let me duplicate that. Oops, and we're gonna snap it down. We're gonna come down here and grab an even darker color. Maybe something like that. Ooh, that's a nice chocolate right there, isn't it? And what about something even deeper? Ooh, I like that. And we're gonna desaturate it a little bit as well, so that it's not so close to skin tones. Make it look a little more earthy. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna say export, selection only, and I'm just gonna tap there, come here, and I'm gonna say 4, and I'm gonna hit save. Too easy, y'all. Too easy. Wait, is anybody still here? All right, let me tap on this here, and I'll go back to my creator dashboard and go back to stream manager. Anytime today. Anytime, internet. Oh my goodness. Is my live still going? Because the internet is tripping right now. All right, there we go. Thank you. Sheesh. That spooked me a little bit. But we're here. Let me turn this light back down. That is extra bright. Got me all washed out. All right, so now that we did that, let's go to the other part. We go back in here. That's not where we're supposed to be at. And actually, yeah, we'll do it over here. We're gonna go here, and we're going to duplicate 2 of these. I'm going to duplicate this one. Now I should have did this all together, but I didn't. So there's that. And we're going to duplicate again. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say edit. And the reason why I'm duplicating is I don't want certain things to move, right? All I have to do in this case is I only have to take out this one here, and I need to delete that. That's it. And then I just have to do that for each area. So I'm gonna go to buckets and bags. I'm gonna go to classics, and actually I'm just gonna upload them right here in the middle, right here on the main, because there's no reason not to do it any other way. Boom, boom. I'm gonna just grab this one and I'm gonna put it in, and it's gonna automatically fill it in, but we need to slide it down so it doesn't cover up the logo down in the bottom corner. And then we're just gonna do that for each one. We'll delete this one. We'll come to uploads. I'm gonna type classic 3, we'll put it in there, bottom panel. Here, delete, uploads, classic 3. Now this is going to provide the color for the bag, and these bags look really good, y'all. I just want to let y'all know that. I did have 2 of them, but I ended up giving them away to my sister and my nephew when I was in Pittsburgh before I left. All right, so now I'm just going to come up here. I'm going to take away copy, and I'm just going to put the number 3, and we're just going to hit save product template, and we're going to do the same thing over again. We're going to do this for this, and then we're going to duplicate both of these, and we're going to after we duplicate both of these, we're then going to add the even darker color. Okay. All right. So, let's go ahead and delete this. Come up in uploads. We're going to grab this again. Drop it in. Outside back. We have to do all of these. So we're just going to grab this and hit delete. And a lot of times it's better just to hit the one like in your layers row. My head's kind of in the way right now. But you can kind of see in the top left, there's a little layers thing, and I just tapped it and you can see a drop down just happen. And that drop down says duplicate or delete. It's better to get into your product layers, your image layers, and delete things that way than to try to delete them another way. All right, I'm going to delete, go to uploads, put in classic color 3, make sure it's underneath. And then we're going to go to inside back, and we're going to do the same thing. You can also delete it that way by sliding it down and tapping the X, but you know, whatever. Let's go ahead and delete that as well. We're going to go to 3. We're going to hit this. Okay. Boom. Now we just go ahead and duplicate both of these again. Well, not again, but duplicate these new ones. And we do the same process over and over again. So there is a bit of tedium to this stuff. Empress, hey, what's up, sis? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We got 2 people in the YouTube. Hello, 2 people in the YouTube. How you doing? My name is Bone, and I am building a shop, and I am in dire need of a minimum of 10 sales, and I am building some pretty top quality products, and I'm going to show you what people have said about them, and so you know that I only pick the best. Matter of fact, there are some people in our Twitch who have purchased, and they're nothing but happy with what they have. The only time anyone hasn't been is when there was like a manufacturing mistake, which of course we just sent them another one, which they always ended up with 2, by the way, because there's no way for me to really do a return. So I just send you another one. So you have one that's a little jacked up. Now keep in mind, when I say jacked up, they were always wearable. It's just like a print was messed up or something like that. So they have a messed up one and they have one that's right. So they end up with 2. And the second one typically either comes out of my dime or out of the fulfillment group, Printful's dime. I use Printful, as you can see on the screen. All right, so we're going to go ahead. And now that we did that, we're going to edit this one. And that is a good question, isn't it? How are you doing, Empress? We're going to go to uploads. Oh, it's gone. That sucks. All right, so we're going to come in here. We're going to tap classic. We're going to tap that really dark, deep tone. We're going to slide it up under. That might be too dark because sometimes when these print, they print darker. All right, we need to make this a little bit lighter. So let's go back into here. We'll go there, and let's just find a tone that's a scooch lighter. No, because when they print, they tend to print darker. That's the only reason why I'm saying this. Okay, y'all, don't be tripping on me. All right, I'll slide you down. Actually, yeah, that's perfect. Once again, we'll desaturate a little bit to make it more earth toned than skin toned, because that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to do earth tones, but skin tones work really well for earth tones if you remove some of the saturation, so that the yellows, the underlying purples, yellows, and reds that are naturally in our skin, and pinks, when you eliminate some of that, it makes it look more earthy. Does that make sense, y'all? Hopefully it does. And y'all don't think I'm just up here talking shit. All right, so we'll take this one now. Yeah, this will print just a scooch darker than it is. So this is doing all over print, right? So it's going to use basically like a UV ink. This is sublimation print, so it gets like really down in the fabric, so it ain't going nowhere. And fully color blocks the whole panel, or unless I use a pattern, and it's really crisp. Like I said, there's a lot of people who have purchased them from me, and everyone who has loved them. I'm actually feeling good. Okay, your cover is going well. And you have, for those of you on YouTube, I'm talking to someone in Twitch. Empress J has been rocking with me for a while, y'all. She has she has some of the Sherpa blankets, and she has hats. She has different, t-shirts, things like that. And she's just a big part of our family. Now, we used to be called the Vibe Room Family, VRL. We're probably still going to call ourselves that every now and then, but I've kind of moved into a new direction of really showing what I create and how I create and what I'm building. Because if I'm going to be on live for hours, then it's going to be about me, who I am as a person, what I'm doing, what I'm building, for two reasons. One, I need to build something. I ain't getting no job. Ain't nobody gonna hire me. This is not gonna happen. I've been an independent artist for a long time, and I'm 51 years old, and jobs are not gonna happen. Believe me, I have looked. I have tried. Two, commissions don't work. Everybody runs towards AI now. I get it. It is what it is. When they come to me, I'm gonna give them a price, and they're gonna go, ooh. Even if they can afford it, they're gonna go, who? But I could just go to AI. When I tell you, everyone in the past 2.5 years has said that to me. Man, I could just go with AI. I'm like, so go with AI. You know what I mean? So trying to get commissions and stuff, I'm not even trying to shoot for that no more. But don't get it twisted, y'all. I've been doing a lot of things to put myself out there. Unfortunately, a lot of them hasn't been working. And I'm gonna talk about something that happened to me that I haven't talked about at all, but now that it's over, it's worth talking about. It's funny because I was not talking about it because I didn't want to jinx it, but it ended up blowing up in my face anyway. Yeah, what can you do? All right, so we just replaced that one. So now we can go back out of there, come to here, and we're going to go back to uploads. And here is where we're going to change it. We're going to go to back to buckets and bags. We're going to type classic. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this one, because like I said, that one is going to print almost like, it's going to print a bit darker to the point where it'll be too dark, right? In the aspect of what the look that I want, right? So we're going to come here. We're going to say choose files. And we're just going to go ahead and upload this one. And once it uploads, you'll see that side by side, it is significantly darker still, right? So, and it's definitely more earth toned. So this is something that's kind of muted, brown, not muted, because it is saturation has been turned down some. So you can use this and mix and match it with a lot of things. New Love Muffin. Oh, you do have a New Love Muffin. The New Love Muffin drove the 9 hours, right? It was 9 hours he drove, right? To make sure he was there for you. Which is outstanding, by the way. And was like, I got to make sure I let y'all know what's up. Mr. Reynard is back. Hi, Mr. Reynard. All right, we're going to go ahead and change all these here real quick. We're going to hit delete, and I'm just going to go ahead and go across the board and just put, go ahead and switch these colors out real quick. Just go ahead and delete. I'm going to upload and put this in. I'm not going to go so slow. I've been going way too slow. I know, y'all. I apologize. I've been going too slow for myself, too. So I'm going to just start knocking it out quick. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm happy to answer. Y'all know I'm an open book. So don't be afraid to ask me anything. But I haven't talked about this at all to anybody. But I'm about to talk to y'all about something. Oh, that was your cousin. Okay, that's okay. Well, tell your cousin mad love and thank you so much. That's big up, yo. Big up to your cuz then. And if your new man is supporting you now, big up to him too. Wait, you said Love Muffin. So wait. You never shared if you're like polyamorous or swing both ways or anything. You might be strictly dickly and you might not be. So you just said Love Muffin and I'm saying your new man. So I might be wrong. Your new Love Muffin. There you go. Your new Love Muffin was your high school crush and is now your Love Muffin? Okay, champion. Okay, look at you. Spoiled much? That's dope. That is dope. He is a man. Now, when you type that, let me ask, like, when you type in, he's a man, like in just confirmation, or you like, he's a man? Like not only confirming, but like slamming the boom, man, like that. I don't know, I'm just asking. These are questions that I have. I love me some love too. Who else loves love? If you love love, raise your hand. If you don't love love, raise your other hand. Cause that exclamation points. I do love me some love too, man. Love is a beautiful thing. It can be a painful thing at times too, but that's, phone over here messing up, y'all. All right, see, I messed up. All right, so let's try this again. I'm gonna do uploads. I'm gonna slap that in there. Make sure we drag this underneath so it's not covering the logo. And we're gonna go to inside, come here, delete, come here, here and here. And we're gonna come up here, we're gonna delete, get rid of copy, and we're gonna switch out. And we're gonna say 4. All right, boom. Okay, there we go, y'all. Now our next step. Now here's the thing. This is print on demand, and I ain't gonna fib to y'all. I'm gonna be straight up, okay? Because this is all over print, no matter the pattern or solid color, the price for me, production-wise, is the same. Does that make sense? Everybody get that? The price for me is the same. So what you're looking at here, you're looking at the Stulu right here. You got the Stulu set right here of a bucket and a backpack. You have the fleur-de-lis of the bucket and the backpack, right? This is a standard backpack. This is the, my intention is to create every backpack in the 2 versions of the minimal and the standard. The classic backpack which is that nice, that shape we all know with the outer pocket at the bottom. It has the computer, has the, pocket for your, padded pocket for your laptop and tablets or whatever. And then, it's just a backpack, just your classic backpack. So my intention is to put them on both. All right. So what I mean by that is it's a little bit more to put it on the standard backpack because of the separate pocket and making sure that it lines up well. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm a stickler for at least having it line up so it can kind of keep its image, on that large back panel, which everybody will see, to keep that nice clean image. So on the minimalist backpack, there's no back pocket, which is why they call it a minimalist back pocket. It's just boom. Now the minimalist backpack seems to be the one people like the most in my experience over the past 3 years of selling them. And the reason why is because people say they can use it for more. One, it has a little more volume to it. Two, it's just the padded pocket on the inside. And what I found is a lot of people use them as weekender bags, as a carry-on, like a quick carry-on to jump on a plane and go somewhere for a weekend. And they also use them as like a shopping bag, like going to the markets and stuff like that. And they'll put everything in the bag because it's got a pretty decent volume to it. And I don't have any here physically with me. Like I said, I've sold quite a few. I did have 2 of my own, but I gave them away. My nephew and my little sister. My little sister is neurodivergent, and she wanted that bag, so I gave it to her. I mean, she wasn't angry about it, but it's the least I can do for her, basically, is what I'm saying. All right, so let's start putting some stuff in the shop so that when we're building a shop, we can see what things look like, okay? So we're going to go this way, and I'm going to start out by putting in the classics. Okay. So let's start with what should be 01, but evidently I messed up the numbers. So there's that. Now, all of these will come with black threading. Even the earth tone ones will have black threading on them. I can't do color match threading because I'm using a fulfillment group, and that's just is what it is. All right, so we're going to start with this big pick right here, and we're going to just add the stove, and we're going to put buckets and bags, and obviously it's one size fits all, and I'm going to be completely transparent. You're going to see everything here. All right, and we're just going to pick the standard mockups for this. And yes, I do use the mockups because, like I said before, they are egregiously accurate. So that's that. All right. And then we're going to hit continue. And like I said, these are just going to be numbered. So I'm just going to do classic 01. I could do earth tones. Earth turn 1, Earth turn 2, Earth turn 3, Earth turn 4, something like that. No, I like classic. I like classic better. I do. All right. So I'm gonna add this, and then obviously we're going to change this. I don't have any collections for this yet because I just haven't made any, so I'll deal with that later on when we get in the shop. So what we're going to do is we're going to type for some people being able to search. I'm going to put classic. I'm going to put backpack. I don't know why I'm putting that in there. I'm going to put an earth tone. Maybe earth tones. Or actually I can separate those two. That would actually still come up in the search. Tone and tones. And these tags are simply just for searching. That's literally all they're for. And what else? I know, let's put book bag. I don't know. See why not, right? Book bag. Let's put bag. And let's put bags. So if you're on Shopify and you're creating your own store, driving to vocal rehearsals, will drive Dave. I'm so happy, and he always makes sure I rest. He's very attentive. Okay, so for those of you on YouTube, I'm reading Empress J on Twitch. I need to get both chats on the screen, don't I? Like together, so people can just see each other's comments. And so in Empress J, like I said, is a big time fam. Been rocking with me for a minute, rocking with us, not just me. So let me stop that. And she is in a fight for her life for a long time now, dealing with cancers and such. And she just got herself a new boo. And she said, I'm so happy. And he always makes sure I rest. He's very attentive. He's emotionally intelligent. And he's meeting the kids today, and they are meeting his kids and doing a family dinner. Shut your face. The kids are so happy and excited because they're meeting what they say their future siblings. Shut their faces. What is all this lovey-dovey going on? Shut your face and say it again, even though you didn't say nothing. You typed it. Slow your fingers. Wait a minute. Will I get in trouble for that on YouTube? A little bit of accidental JOI there. Okay, enough of that, y'all. Let's get back to this. All right, I think that's enough tags. All right, so we're going to move on to the next one. I haven't set up any collections yet, so we're just going to hit continue. And all right, we're going to do set retail price too. And as you can see, my cost is going to be anywhere between $32.71 and $34.50, and that doesn't include the additional amount of money I have to spend for shipping. Now, what I mean by that is there'll be a flat rate shipping for different areas, but that flat rate shipping that you will pay will not necessarily be all of the shipping costs. So some of that is going to come to me as well. With that said, I am basically small business with, pretty decent boom. So I'm going to do, I'm basically just going to kind of double it. And I'm going to go with, because these are really high quality. There's not no BS, right? I know it's print on demand and all over print, but I would not have picked them if they weren't really good. So I'm going to go with, I'm going to say 60. I don't want to do the $59.99. Do y'all know why all of the penny stuff was put into prices? Does anybody know why? Anybody know why? Let's go with an even 60 on this. Let's set. I think it would be nice to have all the bags be the same price. Maybe 50. Okay, so that gives me a profit of $25.50 to $27.29 depending, right? And so getting having to deal with fees and things like that. Like today they took out $47, to keep the store going, type of thing, right? So I am throwing a Hail Mary, y'all. I'm throwing a big Hail Mary here in hopes that people will purchase. Because I need, not in hopes, because people will purchase. I need 10 purchases like today. I need the minimum of 10 purchases today. If you can't purchase, I also have a tip jar. All right. So with that said, let me put it in the witchamadoobie there. It is, hold on. I'm messing up here. I love it when it does that. No, why are you doing? Don't do that. No, why are you still on that? I don't want you on that no more. Get off of that. Oh, okay. I gotta. I have to fix something. It keeps reverting to underwhelmed shop. So, which doesn't matter, and you can't really purchase anything right there in there right now anyway. So I'm just gonna type it in because I do know, what it is. Hold on, buckets X bags dot shop. Yep, that works. Okay, so I'm just gonna type it in here at the bottom here. HTTPS boop bam bam buckets and bags, but the and is an X, so you don't have to type and dot shop. Boom, and that there is the link, y'all. And we're just gonna pin that to the toppy top, and we're gonna put that on the manual. And there you go. Link is up top, and I'm putting stuff in the shop as we speak. And I'm gonna do it with 60. All right, so we got that in there, and let's just go on down the line. We're gonna grab this one here, and we're gonna hit add to store. We're gonna hit buckets and bags. Even though the X is there, this is going to be able to be purchased in extra small, medium, and large XL. I get large XL, Afro hair. What can I say? And then we're going to choose our mockups here. We're going to stick with the standard, but we don't need all of this. This is a lot. All right. So we're going to take away front, outside. We're going to leave. We're going to do. Hey, why don't they have? All right, I'm gonna hit PNG. This is right inside, right front, inside, front, inside, back, inside. That's a lot. I think I don't want to do. We'll do front, inside. I don't know. We don't need this much. This much is crazy. Because this is reversible. You can flip it inside out. In this case, there's one logo. The logo's on the so-called the outside, and the text logo is on the inside in this case. That's the only difference. The colors will be the same. All right, so we're gonna do right inside, front inside, back outside. We're gonna take away the rights ones. So we have front outside, back inside, back outside, front what? Oh, front outside, back outside, back inside, front inside, right inside. That's a lot. All right, so yeah, and then we're just gonna hit continue, and we're just gonna come here, and I'm gonna go there. Now, it would have been smart for me. You know what? Let's hold up. Let's get out of that, and let's put the other backpack in. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because I don't want to have to keep. Actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because I can add, once I put these tags in now, I can then add them later. So it's not a big deal. All right. So I can add them in Shopify. So we're going to go back to add the store and we're going to start that one over again. But that's beautiful. I'm glad you got somebody to love on you like that, sis. For real. Loving on you. Woo, woo. All right, let's just do that's all again. We're going to take out all the ones that say right. We're just going to get rid of them. We're going to leave that like so. And then we're going to come up here. We're going to get rid of hat. We already know it's a bucket hat. We don't need to put bucket in there. We don't need to put reversible in there either. That's in the description. I think I'm gonna put bucket in the front, and then we're gonna put 01 here as well, and add the info about that. And then down here we're gonna put hat. Actually, we're gonna put bucket, hat, hats, classic, earth, tone. Oh, we already have those. Tones. Okay, that's in there. We're gonna hit continue. Now we're going to the pricing. We're going to select retail price. The price for these, for me, is going to be anywhere from $21 to $22.75. And I'm thinking we'll just do 40. 40 straight. 45. I like 45. We'll do 40. And boom. The pattern ones, I'm going to add $5 on top of both because the patterns took me time to create. They're not color blocked, so they're part of my artistry. So I'm gonna charge a little more for those. And that's that. All right, so we got that one, and so all we have to do now is go to Shopify, but we'll do that in a second. And actually, it's right here. Let me go to my settings real quick. And let's see what I got to change here. Ooh, nope. Don't need everybody seeing all that. All right, let's go to domains. I removed that. I literally took that out of there. Remove. All right, there we go. That's why it kept showing up. All right, so let's see again. It's still up there. Why is it still up there? Oh, because it's the primary. I don't want you to be the primary. I want this to be the primary. Domain settings, nope. I forget how to switch them to the primary, yo. I know I can switch it to primary, but I forgot how. Change domain type. All right, there we go. Primary. All right. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we talking. Let's back it up. Boom. Primary. Please go away. We're going to put you in another shop. You don't belong in there no more. Stop it. That's why I wouldn't delete, because it was set as a primary. All right. So now we go up here. Lessons learned. Lessons learned. Boom. Okay. Now it's showing exactly how we needed to show. Now we're good. Safely at my destination. Nice. Connie has left the building. Oh, we got people in YouTube. Hold up. What we doing, Bones? What's going on, Alex? I am building a shop. $39.99. I did 40. Do you? Okay. Oh, once again. Sorry, I just saw your comment, fam. But we're on the same wavelength, Alex. We're on the same wavelength. So okay. So why did they do the $39.99, the $195? Does anyone know why they did that? Does anyone know why they started doing that? Now, pennies were created to be able to tax people down to as low as possible, to be able to tax even the poor people for everything they have. That's why the penny was created. Like the 1 cent, like breaking down the tens and the fives into one, literally created so they can tax people down to as much as possible. To give the idea of a deal? Nope. Actually, the reason why it was created was so that the people working at the cashier couldn't steal. They couldn't pocket anything. They would have, when you get down to $8.89, $2.67, they have to open the register and count it up. That's why it was created. That's literally it. That's really before that, people would go, oh, that's $5. Oh, that's 2 pence. Oh, that's this. It was just this. But because people who they had working for them started stealing, they would just pocket. And boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's this much. They would pocket, and they would just pull out of their own pocket change instead of going into the registers. So that was created to make them have to go into the registers. Because going to the register to count pennies in coins and digging into your pocket to count pennies and coins is a very different thing. Yeah, my nerdy butt learned that when I was a kid because I was always writing reports and shit because I'm a dork. Okay, so let's get to making this. Let's get to doing some stuff. Let's get back. All right, so let's go back to over here. And first thing we want to do is we want to check and make sure our products are sitting in there looking lovely. Okay, so we're gonna go to products. And boom, there we go. We got 2 products in there. We need to rename this one because I forgot to put the word backpack on there. And we're gonna just put backpack. I'm thinking of taking classic off of there and just having 01. And we're just gonna hit save. I mean, everybody knows it's a backpack, so you don't even need to have the word backpack on there to be straight up. And we're gonna leave this as is, as well. And so now we got the products in there, and I'm gonna make some changes to all this later down the road. But this does give you all the information, like everything is made out of and everything. But we're gonna simplify that and we're gonna break down that information in a better way. You think no classic? Me too. I think classic needs to go away. Like this backpack particularly is a classic backpack. Hey sis in the house. What's up, me? This is particularly the classic backpack. Like this backpack is the classic design backpack that, round top, square bottom, single pocket, simple to use backpack, that people just know and love. Sometimes, we get in the habit because of all of our electronics and stuff of grabbing these backpacks with all the thousands of pockets and all this other stuff. And then we start keeping a bunch of shit we don't even want, blah, 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 blah. I like simple down back to like the backpacks I got when I was a kid. Because you put what you need in there. You didn't have all these extra fucking pockets for everything that you start cramming in there that you didn't need. When you wanted to take stuff out and use it for something else, it was easy. Throw some clothes in there for the weekend, whatever. Easy to do. So yeah. So Mr. Reynard says no classic. Just got up. So Meg over on Twitch. Oh, by the way, y'all, Alex Lemon has joined us on YouTube. What's up, Alex? Connie was on there and on here. And we have Reynard on YouTube as well, hooking me up and supporting on both sites, hoping and helping to get the numbers up for me over there. Appreciate you. And Meg over on Twitch says, just got done cooking salmon, green beans, and Brussels sprouts for dinner. Ooh. I've never heard of salmon green beans. How do you grow those? Upstream. Oh, boy. Leave me alone, y'all. I'm dad joke age. Deal with it. I bet y'all run into the store next week looking for some salmon green beans. Y'all gonna be running. Hardy har har. Hardy har har. All right, let's get back to it, y'all. So, yeah, I don't want that there. I don't mind having 01. I don't know. We know it's a backpack, right? But I don't know. I'm gonna put backpack back on there at least, and we'll just leave it like that, and we'll hit save. Okay. So we got that, and for now, we need to go over here, and we need to do a couple things. We need to go into collections, and I am going to create separate collections, but we don't necessarily need them. But I'm gonna create them anyway. Hit delete because it's going to be kind of a one page. You'll always be able to find everything on like every item because it's called buckets and bags for a reason. We're going to be doing buckets and bags, basically backpacks. That's it. It's going to be a very niche shop, and I'm going to keep it like that. All right, so we're going to add a collection, and we're just going to call this one buckets. We just keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. We're going to go back. Just setting up the Shopify now. Add another collection. And we're going to put, we're just going to put bags and leave it at that as well. And then we're going to go back. And then we're going to, I'm on the iPad, y'all. That's why you don't see the mouse moving around, just so anyone knows. And then we're going to click and we're going to name this one all products. And boom. Now I might add stickers. That's about it. And with growth, then maybe, maybe t-shirts and ball caps and things like that. But that's all about growth. Right now, I'm gonna keep it pretty niche and stick to what I'm doing right now. Okay. All right. So next thing we can do, we can go down here to online store. And we can just get it just for how we want things to look, right? So we're going into our themes here. Now I currently have Horizon. The reason I, oops. Oh, wait a minute. We have a new version. Oop, update. You better update. Come on now. Shit. Dorky McDorky Pants. This is true. I am a Dorky McDorky Pants. I cannot deny this. But I enjoy that about me. So there. Yo, they have a generate themes. So now they have an AI for generating themes. Ain't that crazy? What just happened? The update copy of Horizon could not be added to the theme library. What the fuck? What happened? Okay, let's try this again. Update. All right, y'all. We're having issues. Well, we're not having issues, but the website's having issues. Uh-oh. Empress was helping you with she was like, let me. What? Wait, Meg was like, look, making some green beans. The Empress was like, you should add some of this to it. And Meg was like, I got you, pimp. And then it turned out delicious. Is that what you're saying? Okay, so we're having an issue. I don't know why it's having an issue. So we'll worry about the update later. For now, we'll just continue to build. Now, the reason I want to use particularly Horizon is because it has more of the new features on it. But I would like to use this Rise one as well, as I stated before. And I'll show y'all again, and y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna go here. As y'all know, I am struggling. So, with that said, I'm going for the free ones. Okay. And we're going to go to view demo. Well, everything is running slow. What's happening? And then this is the demo of this one. I think this is really clean. I really like this one, y'all. What y'all think? Now, I don't have anywhere near all these images to put in. I'm going to have to, download mockups and stuff and this, that, and the other, but I will make it work. What would y'all think? How we feeling about this one right here? The only thing I don't like about this one is that it's kind of limited, so to speak. And I'll show you what I mean. We're going to click try theme. We're going to go ahead and add it. Not the boo boo nana. A boo boo nana. Now keep in mind, in my world, boo boo nana is not something we said when we was kids. Because even we was young, boo boo nana, it still meant booty and get in and coochie. That's what it meant. So, because that's what the older people around us, when they was trying, boo boo or poop, or the baby boo booed in a diaper, or and then the nana was definitely associated with the nana. So we didn't throw that one out in not in the East Hills hood, not in the Wilkinsburg, not in the Pittsburgh. We didn't throw that one out. We didn't do that one. Now some people might have hit it with the nana boo boo on a joke, but like we use that one. We use that one. But we did hear it though. All right, so we don't need both of these. All right, so we got the Rise here, and here's the problem with the Rise. Let's go into customize. So going into customize, if I hit the menu, there's nothing there because I don't have a menu there. Shit. Oh, boom. You're an idiot. Oh, I'm a dumb. Hold on, y'all. All right, I think I might have. Did I get menus? Yep, I sure did. All right, main menu. Ain't got no kind of menu, y'all. None. All right, we're gonna come in here, and we just gonna say buckets. And obviously, our link is gonna be the collection buckets, and then filter collection with tags optional. Hats, bucket, save. All right, and then we'll add another one, and this one obviously is going to be bags, and we go to link with collections, and we're going to add bags. And y'all have yet to see some of the bags I designed yet, right? So I know I need to be showing y'all those. Oh my. I physically can't show up myself, but I got people on the phone. I got people I can call. He's messing with you about your cooking. Dang, blame it. I can't even get mad at that. That sounds funny. Y'all sound like y'all having a good time to me. And we're just gonna put all, I guess. No, that's a stupid label. Well, we will have an about. don't really need an about. I might have all that at the bottom, about and contact and all that stuff. So, we'll leave that as only 2 for now. I think that's good. All right, let's hit save. That save is supposed to go away. Why is it not going away? What is happening? Man, everything is acting crazy today. All right, let's go back to online store. And we're going to go to products, actually. And we're just going to put these in their respective... we're going to put them in their respective collections. Obviously, this is going in the bags, all products. And type is going to be... backpack. We're gonna leave that there. We're gonna scroll down here. All the meta should be fine. Okay, active. Got it in the collections. All right, cool. And then we'll go back. We'll do the same thing for you. I'm gonna take class away. And I want to slide this one here, and then I'm gonna get some like images and stuff showing people wearing them for the front of the page, for like the landing, the home page. So we don't have to worry about having them on the products. We're gonna come here and we're gonna say bucket hat. Okay, and then we're gonna collections, and obviously it's gonna be buckets and all products. And boom, there we go. Okay, and I don't know why it keeps doing this. I think the iPad is tripping. I might move to the MacBook on this and only use the iPad for the design stuff. Matter of fact, let's do that. Let's move it on. Let's move it on, y'all. Let's move it on over to the MacBook. I'm gonna open this back up. Slide that over. How I got over. And we're gonna say Mac display. And slide this one over as well. All right, we should be back in the Mac display now. Okay, we're back on the Mac. It'll probably run better and smoother on the Mac. I think the iPad is because it's in the sharing right now. I've seen if anyone would say, "Oh, we're back to one person on YouTube. Alex has left us." Okay, so let's get back to it. All right, so we're back in here. We can get to Shopify on here. Let's go ahead and wait, what? Not the food, but acting like he's going to take hot pans out of the oven with bare hands, bitch. Hell, what? Man. Getting rid of a body is cheaper. Yes, getting rid of a body is cheaper than medical. This is true. This is highly true. This is true. So, because here was my thing, right? One of the things I wanted to do is I had 2 directions I wanted to go. I wanted it to be really simple, but I also wanted it, when I saw that Rise template, I was like, yo, this is dope. And it was the product page, not the product page, but the collections page that had me like, whoa. And so if we open up Rise and we go to customize here, and now we have all this, which obviously we have to change. So if I go here and I go to logos, I hit select, and I already have assets in here. So we're going to grab this one here. Oh, I want to share the logo, and I want to ask y'all. Wow, that is huge. to share the logo, and I want to ask y'all to break the logo down for me. Favicon is going to be homie right here. Hit done. Okay, so we got our favicon in there. Welcome to the store. That is sad. This is going to be free shipping on orders. $200. I have to word that better. I'll figure it out. All right, we don't need a link for that. We're gonna leave that like that is. Yes, I will actually add that discount. It will be automatic. I'll add it for the US and I believe Canada. All right, so right now we just have this, right? It's just sitting down here by itself looking all lonesome, right? But if I click on like buckets, what I liked about it is that it had this here on the side, right? And I think that was just me on a whim, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't really need that, right? Because it's I'm not going to have a ton of products on it all the time. Does that make sense? I mean, particularly in the beginning, I might later on, so that might actually become an issue. But for now, you know, this is where we're at, right? But I do want to ask a question, like I said. So let's get into that. Let's go into the Finder, and then let's go to Dion. Oh, here we go. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna go in here, and I'm going to click on this one here. Oh, no, that ain't gonna work. Click on actually, let's just do this one. All right, I'm gonna click on this one here, and I'm gonna put it in the middle. And I just want to ask y'all to break this down for me. So looking at the name of the brand and looking at this, all of these things here in the middle represent something. What do you think they represent? Oh, because he can't feel the heat, his skin won't burn? That's silly. I have a very high tolerance for stuff, and my skin will still burn. That's just a given. Hey, listen here, brother. Cue ball. Cut it out. You don't need none of them U.S. hospital bills. Some things will bankrupt you. I'm going to be going live again tomorrow, y'all. I really gotta. Yeah. Anyone figure it out yet? All right, I'll just tell you, because ain't nobody saying nothing. All right, so this right here and this right here. So 1 and 2. That's your hint. 1 and 2. That's your hint. It's kind of it. Now, I didn't sit around thinking about this, y'all. This is just how it popped up in my head as an abstract concept of the name. Anyone figure it out now? No? No? All right. This is a B. These two circles represent the top and bottom of the B. These two circles represent the top and bottom of a B. And this X is in the name. So, buckets and bags. That's it. Very simple. Did I sit around debating this or thinking about it? No. It's just how stuff pops up in my head, y'all. When I had the idea for buckets and bags, was actually a while ago. I just didn't talk about it. And then, I was shutting everything down and all that, and it just kept popping in my head. Do it. Yeah. So these basically just represent the loops in the B, and this is the and. And me being a character artist, obviously my brain was, just thinking about it, and I was like, and then bam, it just smacked me clean in the face as usual, because that's just how my brain works, which you can see, right here, basically. So that's, and then obviously once my brain envisioned things a certain way, it just kept going and ended up doing this. All right, so with that, let's go back in here and let's start doing these changes. So my thing is, as much as I like this, I'm not exactly sure it's what I want to use. I don't mind this either, but I do like this as well. All right, but yeah, so there we have that, right? However, this was my other option. This is the other template that crossed my brain. This is the other template that had my brain going, ooh, right? So going down is Spotlight. I like Spotlight. Spotlight is that purely simple, boom, here's the stuff, here's the price, bam, 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 right? And you can have your information, whatever, what I mean? Keep it very simple, few products, bam, bam, bam. And Spotlight really hits my initial vision of the simplicity of the website. And then I saw Rise and was like, ooh, so it was more like a impulse, the impulse buying thing that we do. That's what Rise did. Rise caught my eye like that. It hit me with the impulse buy energy. All right. So with that said, let's continue to put whatchamadoobies in the shop. Let me move these. Actually, let me do like I normally do so I can be in my normal rhythm here. All right. So we have those in. So we're just going to go ahead and add these as well. I do need to write my own descriptions. Okay. There's one thing I do want to put in this. I want to go ahead and get that copied. Did you know that you can pin your favorite chats? Hold on, y'all. I can't show what I'm looking for on the screen because I don't want to be putting anyone's personal information out. Hold on, I'm still looking for it. Okay, hold on. Okay, all right. Now I can come over this way. let's go back into Shopify real quick. And all right, if I go to Spotlight, so here's Spotlight. Spotlight's very clean, very simple. Go in here, we go to logo, we go to select, and we're gonna drop this one in like before. Drop that down to 50. Keep it small and simple. And then you have your products right here. And we hit save. And what I want to do is I'm going to go back here and quickly we're going to add a section, and it's going to be rich text. And we're going to put that section above this. I'm going to get rid of the button. We don't need that at all. Header. All right, let's go into the header. And all right, I'm gonna do, I don't know, I'll change it, but I just wanted to show y'all, I have to think about it. This is actually a little bit more difficult for me to do on, while I'm live than when I normally do it on my own. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to hit paste here. Okay. And obviously I'm going to change this all up. I'm going to make it a little smaller and blah, 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 because this is fucking huge. And I don't like this. So I might have to do a custom section on this. This is one of the reasons why I use Horizon, because Horizon has way more options. You know, like I would rather make this smaller, have a better breakdown than this gigantic ass paragraph. And so we're going to take some of this away. And this was actually for a replacement that the reason I did it was because when this person was around a lot, they were really into a brand that I had called HTT, and I sold the same backpack. And I'm going to actually put two things together that they said. I just have to copy the other one as well. And then we'll come here. I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to go up here. And we're going to get rid of this first part. And I'm going to hit paste. And boom. And it says, do you still make backpacks? But I'm going to read it straight out. Do you still make backpacks? I need a replacement of the one with flowers on it. I wore the straps out. And then they put, I wear it every day. And literally, I know she's not lying. And it's one of my favorite things I own in my entire house. She got the this one here. Oh shoot, we have to finish this. I got off track again, didn't I? I stay getting off track, y'all. Y'all gotta fuss at me about that. Don't keep going. All right, so this one is 02. We don't need all that. And then we're just going to go down to bags and all collections, and then we're gonna hit continue. And then same thing, set retail price 90. No. Yo. Y'all look at Printful's suggested retail price. Y'all see that? Look at Printful's suggested retail price. They said 90, y'all. Y'all think I should be letting this go for 90? What y'all think? I mean, I could in the right market, building up the right thing, but I wouldn't want to be straight up. Oh, we have an ad in progress. All right. Okay, nothing. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set it at 60 like we did before. We're gonna drop that in there. We're gonna do the same thing real quick. No, I don't know why I'm going so slow, y'all. Matter of fact, let's speed this up. Let's just get the stuff in there. All right. So we're gonna stick with that. We're gonna take away this, and this. We're gonna hit PNG. We're gonna hit continue. We're gonna come here. Boop. I'm just gonna go ahead and just type it in because I don't feel like doing all the back tapping and all of the bullshit. And then we're gonna come down here and we're just gonna hit buckets and all products. And we'll come here. We're gonna hit continue. And they're setting the price for me again, but I'm gonna do 40 instead of 55, and I'm gonna hit set, and I'm gonna hit. 40 is hurting my feelings just looking at it, but whatever. All right, 60 actually does not make sense, to be honest. In today's market, $60 a backpack does not make sense. There's two reasons for that. It doesn't match the market cost of backpacks, even at a lower quality than these ones. And on top of that, to be straight up, when people see something like that at that price point, a lot of times they think it's cheap. It's cheaply made. It makes sense for me wanting to make sure it's a price range that is accessible, but it actually doesn't make sense for the market. It actually makes people think. You always seem to get a commercial break as soon as I ask a question. It's like my brain is stuck on a question in every 15 minutes. People are stuck on price equals quality. We can't get away from that. So people will say my stuff is too expensive, but at the same time will be like, oh, if I drop the price, that must be cheap. You're almost better marking your price up and then constantly having a sale for the price you actually want. Because then people think they're getting a deal on something that's quality because the price is higher. Y'all get me? All right. Let's keep going. All right. So let's go here. You're probably like, what he talking about? But I'm telling y'all. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, boy, we was about to tussle. I'm the same, but the market isn't that way. One of the main reasons why I've ended up closing down 3 brands in the past 6 years is because I've been trying to give quality for an accessible price. And everything you're saying is a beautiful thing for the individual. But there's very few individuals that actually work like that. Period. There are people who do, but they're not the majority. The majority of people are going to purchase stuff because of the buzz, because they see the price a certain way, so they automatically think it's quality. It could be trash. If it's got the right name on it and it's made out of worse materials, it doesn't matter. They're going to purchase it. The majority of people are going to lean towards that, period. And when you are trying to make money, you literally have to market to the majority of people, because the people who think that way are great, but they're very particular as well. So most of the time, they're not the people who are going to keep. Like, they're not it's going to be about 4 or 5 people like that coming to your shop, right? If you have 25 people purchase in a month, 2 or 3 of them will be like that, right? If you have 1,000 people purchase in a month, if you have 100 people purchase in a month, it's not, you see what I'm saying? So, and it's the buzz, it's the idea of belonging, it's the matter of fact, even the idea of belonging doesn't keep people. It's the idea of some type of concept of prestige. It doesn't even have to be expensive. It just has to be known enough to make the person feel like they're purchasing something that is known. Like, that's just the simple truth of how things work. And like, for me, like right now, like all of those things, I don't know how to cater. Well, I have never catered to that, but I've never needed to. Before I was doing great in life. But yeah, let's keep going. So, yeah, y'all, I need purchases. I need people to buy. Like, I really, really do. Because life is kicking my ass. I have no other way to put it. Life is kicking my proverbial butt. I'm going to tell y'all about something that I never talked about. I didn't talk about it because so many things in my life kept crashing that I just had this feeling like I don't want to jinx this, right? Are y'all ready for this one? Von Dutch is that's the thing. You can never make something for everybody, right? I've never was I'm not a Von Dutch fan. I'm not a what was that brand that came out that had just the shittiest stuff on it, but like all the famous people started wearing it and everybody else started wearing it. It got so big it was even in the freaking exchange overseas on the military base. I can't remember the name of it, but it's not that the stuff was ugly. It just wasn't for me, right? But the artwork is very cliche, very motorcycle club backety jacket cliche, and you can tell that's what they were going for. Very U.S. style. I'm a dangerous person tattoo, motorcycle vest artwork type of thing. And it blew up. I mean, people in hip hop, people was wearing it, rock and roll, people were wearing it, TV stars and movie stars were wearing it all over the place. It was ridiculous. I can't even remember the name of it, to be straight up. 03. No, not Lululemon. This was a while ago. We're talking like 2000s or like the early 2000s. We're talking like this was back when Lululemon wasn't even a name back then. Well, not an international one, at least. I can't remember the name of it. I'm not even gonna act like I can. So I be don't get me the line. And it was an obnoxious it was an obnoxious thing, but people was buying it, right? So I could talk trash about it all that. Like, for me, as someone who shut down 3 shops, and right now, like, I'm in dire need. I can't make nobody do anything, but I'm in dire need to present this in the next 2 days in a way where people will want to purchase something. Not even just to support me as an independent artist, but they'll see something and they'll be like, I'm gonna purchase it because I want it, because I like it, and I know that it's actually supporting an independent artist. who's trying to forgo a situation that I was quite dramatically reminded of today when I went to go take out the garbage. And my stomach was at the bottom, like, my heart sunk to the bottom of my goddamn balls, literally, just thinking about it. That was not a good visual, but whatever. All right, so we go here, and we go to bucket, and we're going to go to all products, and we're going to click continue. What was the name of that brand? Well, I'm sure it's still a brand, but there's a lot of brands, right? If you look at a lot of the, Louis Vuitton stuff, the Gucci stuff and stuff like that, there's people, they have the stuff that has the patterns all over it. They have the stuff that doesn't. There's people who's going to love it. There's people who aren't. There's people who are going to buy a blue Louis Vuitton t-shirt that costs $800. There's people who are going to buy the most obnoxious bag in the world that costs $15,000, and that same person will turn around and buy a very, just monochrome bag from a different group for $20,000. It's just, you create the buzz, you create somebody said you have to build like the idea of community to people. Doesn't have to be a real community, but you have to build the idea of them being a part of something for them to keep coming back. Even if that part of something is prestige, being with the in crowd. And when it comes to fashion business, it's always being with the in crowd, no matter what that in crowd is supposed to be. Rock and roll in crowd, hip hop in crowd, nerd in crowd, whatever, to them in their mind, they are with the in crowd because they're wearing this brand, that brand, this thing, that thing. And there's brands that cross over, shoe brands cross over. All the crowds, Nike, Adidas, but they're huge. They've been around forever. Onitsuka Tiger. Now Reebok is starting to have a comeback, So, yeah. And no matter what, it's always an in-crowd thing. And this is not new. And what drives me nuts, people these days, no, bruh. The fashion business and going to this, I go to this tailor, I go to this seamstress or seamster, like I go to these particular suit maker. You get the good stuff. You have to go over to this person. He makes the clothes for the poor people. This is not new, y'all. This was going on before fast fashion and mass production. It was fast fashion and mass production came about because of that idea. Ed Hardy, that's it. Yes. Thank you, because my brain was not there at all. Like, I did not get there at all. And the thing is, y'all, I'm not knocking it. I'm not dogging or anything. I'm just telling the truth. And then since I don't lean that way, I'm very much an artist. I just want to put out very quality things, high quality things that people will love. And I put all my energy into it. And I'm not saying other people don't. But that switch that I have to make in me as a person to be all about the capitalism side, I cannot seem to get there. It doesn't matter what I was doing, what I was building, even when I was doing very well. I'm just and for the past couple months, I have dove into so many things. I can't even explain how many things I've been diving into because I've been doing nothing but watching money go out, right? And what little comes in is already gone before it shows up, type of thing, right? And nothing new. I'm not the only person in the world that has to deal with that shit. So, I'm not going to sit here and act like I am. And so, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, all right. So y'all don't know this, but I had a property. One of the reasons I was like, okay, all right, I built up this much money. I'm only leaving with this money because I took this much money to take care of something, important, a life and death thing for a relative. And but I was like, I'm gonna be okay because this is about to finish. And when it's finished, that's going to be this. There's going to be this much money a month, like no matter what. And as long as I own this spot, when prices get adjusted, that money's coming to me. There'll be this much of it that will go to the real estate group that's, taking care of it and all this other stuff. And obviously there's going to be certain maintenance things that need to be fixed and all other stuff. But I own this one lot, the top loft, the top one. I owned 1 out of 3. Right. I was in London 2018 and I got the opportunity to grab onto this property. It was a warehouse. And some of y'all know I've stayed in lofts that came from, that were built into, what used to be city warehouses and stuff like that, right? So it's kind of a thing I really like. And so I had the chance. And at the time I told y'all there was a point where I was doing well and I had money in the bank. And when I tell you I took like 75% of that money and I purchased this thing. And then within that price, and it was a percentage of the price within that price, like a down payment, I guess, but not really a down payment. Is I get to choose my renovations I want and all that. Oh, there's an ad in progress. Right when I start talking about that, okay, I'll wait till people come back. All right, let's go back to here. Oh, y'all look at how that lined up. Ooh, that looks nice. I'm gonna have to take this out of there. I'm gonna have to figure out another way to get that in there. This is why I've been using Horizon, because these other templates are so limited. In Horizon, I can just kind of build it up the way I want. So we're just gonna hit save and move on to Horizon. I'm gonna do the same thing in Horizon. I'll just make it work in Horizon. Horizon was like one of their first free templates, and they put all of their new features into Horizon. Every time they add new features and stuff, they put them in Horizon. So we're just gonna stick with Horizon. These other ones are too limited for me right now. So yeah, let's get that going. So we got this custom section, we got that custom section. It has an image in it, and we are going to just turn that off. Actually, we'll turn it off up here. We'll come here and rename. Okay, maybe we'll go out here and rename and image banner. All right, and we'll just do that. All right, so all right, people back. Okay, so let me start again. I had an opportunity to purchase this into this thing, right? And it was stupid cheap. I mean, it was dumb cheap that I could take 75% of what I had in the bank. And I knew this was a big risk because I wasn't rich. That did leave me with still a pretty big chunk. And I took 75% of that and I put big for me because, my kids are older. I stopped paying. I didn't have to pay child support anymore, stuff like that, right? Just taking care of myself. And so in the rest of my money, not yet, but soon would be going into be invested into developing a menswear brand that we were going to drop in a shop in Ginza, Tokyo, right? Other people in here like, this dude's full of shit. That's fine. You can think I'm full of shit. I don't mind. So I got into this property and like I said, you had a choice to pick the things you wanted. Like you could pick everything you wanted, right? They're like, these are going to be lofts. These are going to be your options. The more you add, the more it's going to cost, but da. And I had it set up just like a loft that I stayed in Seoul once. And it was, you got brick walls, and then you have concrete walls in the front area. You had a industrial lift, as well. There was an underground parking, and then there was 1, 2, 3 levels, right? Not underground, but first 0 level parking, and then first floor, second floor, fourth floor. So like ground level parking under the building, right? And basically it was like you have the option. You can split it into 4 units, you can split it into 2 units, you can keep it as 1. I kept it as 1, right? I know the other 2 people split it into 2, right? And so went through the whole thing, picked everything, sat there, talked about it, dealt with it, ended up in the USA, stuck there, whatever. Things got finished, things were done. The real estate group was like, we have a person who, goes in and sets the place up, and, you work with them. Got on a Zoom thing, video thing. They were talking about what they wanted to do. I was like, this is really what I want, to set it up for people to rent. And then like all of that goes into the cost, right? So then I sat down and I said, I could spend this many years paying it off while taking money from it to live, right? Because this was a growing area, not as in they were building more, but they were taking old buildings and they were revamping them, and people with money were moving in. Is all this making sense, y'all? So I'm supposed to be doing stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. So let me do stuff while I talk about it. So while that was going on, let me see. We should add a product grid. Oh. All products grid. I think I did these and they were terrible and I hated them because it didn't make sense. Like I was like, how the f- did you get that out of what I asked? Matter of fact, let's get rid of this custom section and let's add just a regular product grid. All right, so we have a product grid. There we go. All right, so everything seemed cool. Everything seemed copacetic, and it seemed like there'd be any big problems with anything, you know what I mean? And everything was flowing. They found me a renter, right? This renter gets into the building and they love it. They look at it, they show it, like, and he's like, I'll rent it, right? Now here would have been the benefit, and this benefit would have happened in May. May would have been my last payment to pay it off completely as the owner. So basically what I did was, instead of taking a long time to pay it off, I was like, I'm going to take every last iota from that every month and pay it off. Right? Y'all feeling me? So keep in mind, this place rents for £9,600 a month. It rents for £9,600 a month. And in the beginning, right? 2 years. Now I'm still in the US. I'm broke as a joke. I got money coming in. I got very little money coming in from other things, but I'm telling myself that's okay. I'm slowly building up my chips from doing other things, right? I told y'all before I had about 19 grand when I was like, okay. Well, a little over 20. I said, okay, I'm gonna buy my ticket. I'm gonna do some stuff, right? And I had not touched a single penny from this. All I did was not flip it, but put it right back into paying the thing off early, right? It was the thing of paying it off in 12, 15 years or paying it off in a couple years. I decided I pay it off in a couple years because once it was paid off, I'm looking at 9,400 pounds a month. Obviously, like that's not including, whatever. So actually, let's say 9,000. So 9,000 pounds. I figured I wouldn't care if 600 pounds and stuff went to all the other shit. I don't give a shit, right? 9,000 pounds, perfectly fine for me. That's another reason why I was quite confident about going and doing what I was doing, right? And so I left. Y'all know I left. And it didn't work out, basically somebody else with a lot more money than me and a lot more money than the guy who was renting it, who also happened to be attached to certain types of businesses. I'm not talking like mafia shit, but like we're talking, they got oil money, they got places in Dubai, all this other shit. They have a huge ass fucking crazy ass villa literally in Bali, and like this person specifically has that. Quite a famous person as well. Used to be a musician and be a part of one of the big rock bands out of the UK in the 70s and 70s and 80s. And him and his family, basically, I couldn't fight it, did some uber bullshit and pushed me out of it altogether. They couldn't do it until it was paid off, but they did. And the insurance company who got a kickback, the obviously, everybody got a kickback for allowing this person to come in and buy up the entire building from all three of us who owned the floors. And we was cool with each other, the three of us. And we were all people who took a chance on something because we ain't had that much and we wanted to build something. And we got moneyed out of it. And even the guy who was renting it said he can't, got basically removed, said he has to find another place. I found out it was happening from him contacting me and asking why he's getting pushed out. And there I was. Y'all saw me in Bali and in Thailand and that, you know, I was scraping my pennies, y'all. I was scraping my pennies. I was like, you know, I got to do what I got to, you know, I'm going to scrape these pennies. I'm going to keep scraping these pennies because I know what's coming. I'm thinking in my head, I know how this is going to turn out. I know I'm going to have that, and I'm not going to have to work if I don't want to. I will work, but I'm not going to have to work if I don't want to. Right. I'm all excited. Well, that didn't work out. And yeah. So now you know. It was highly shady. I had no way of fighting it. I'm you know, yeah. I didn't talk about it. I haven't talked about it at all, even since May. Well, actually it was July. Do y'all remember how I said I don't like my birthday because so much fucked up shit happens around my birthday? And also my team died July 4th to July 14th. In between that 10-day mission, my guys died. And it was actually a 12-day mission. And that started on my birthday. Like, I had to grab a go bag at like 5:47 p.m. I got the call. I remember every detail of this. And I, you know, hopped in my car, drove to the compound, blah, 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 blah. You know, did our drop, went to go do the thing, lost 3 of my guys. You know, I won't get any more detail about that. But it was around my birthday as well that I found out there was like literally nothing I can do. I couldn't get a lawyer that would, you know, help fight for me. They didn't see no way of winning the cases. I'm in the US. I would have to use a lawyer that's over there. People wouldn't even talk to me. And it was in July when I found out, like, I just don't own it anymore. And guess what day I found out? Can anybody guess? July 2nd. July 2nd was the day I just had to let it go. So there you have it. So I was really thankful to like go live on my birthday and for all of y'all to just hang out with me. I appreciated that a lot, man. That was big up. All right. So we have a problem. And the problem here is the problem we're having now is I can only put, see, this is one of the problems with all these limitations. I can only put 16 products in here, right? This is already 8, so I can only put 8 more. I wanted to do 24. So when I tell y'all everything I've been doing, everything I've been trying has just been blown up in my face. I put myself on all the voice work things. I've gotten 2 voice work contracts. They were short. They were very, very short. They were barely anything. I spent that money on food already. I made a bad decision coming here. The one thing they don't talk about here is the cost of living. It is obnoxious. And for no fucking reason at all, other than the fact that this place is controlled by fucking Spain. So they just basically have high ass fucking cost of everything. There's no infrastructure here that warrants it, nothing. But you read when they talk about it, they talk about how it's a great place to live and how you have all these, you can get your citizenship within 2 years, and they help you with all this da. When I tell you, they didn't try to help my black ass at all. Now, they told me about stuff, but they definitely did not extend this courtesy of going out of the way to help you. That did not happen. I'm not saying it's because I'm black. I just said they didn't help my black ass at all. They told me the information, what I needed to do, and all I heard about how things get processed fast and all this stuff, that didn't happen. And I was like, I don't really like the place, but I am shit out of luck if I can't get something going. At least, if I can get into these incentives and get to doing something somewhere here, then I can keep my head. I can at least look at the top of the water. Like, I can't even say I keep my head above water right now, because it's not right. This is not it is a complaint, but it's not, it's not like I'm the only person going through it. And I know people are going through way worse than me, y'all, but like, yeah. So this is not only something I've been wanting to do, the buckets and bags. I have time to do it in a way because everything else has crashed. Like, everything else has crashed. Nothing is working. I can't get commissions. I can't get audio commissions. I can't explain how many hours a day I spend on so many things trying to make stuff happen, and so many other things that I could do, I can't do because I can't afford it. So this is a Hail Mary. This is a Hail Mary to keep my black ass from being in the street come Sunday afternoon, because that will literally be my only option. And then nobody has to help me. Ain't nobody got to do shit. And I ain't asking nobody to donate nothing. I'm putting this together and offering products for people to buy, because I literally have nowhere to go, nowhere to be, and nowhere to get there. And that's it. It's, and I'm hurting mentally, emotionally, and I'm sad, and I'm angry, and I'm frustrated. Yeah. And I know I'm not the only person, but that doesn't fucking mean I want to get there. That doesn't fucking mean I want to be on the street. I've been homeless twice already. I don't want to fucking do it again. And so I'm going to spend tonight putting this shop together, showing that the products are there, and I'm going to spend tomorrow doing it. My head is screaming. I have a massive headache, but this is it. I don't have a choice. So, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be doing this because don't nobody want to hear. Whenever I start talking, people leave as soon as I say stuff like that. So that might have been a mistake to mention. This is something I wanted to do. I just didn't have the time while I was doing all the other things, and I was already putting it together and working on it. But just everything kept going downhill, and now I'm like, what can I do? Like, I don't know what's left to do except for to drop back and throw this Hail Mary. So I'm throwing this Hail Mary, and I gotta hope I find some people who want to jump up and catch the ball. That's it. And I have to believe that it's going to happen. I have to. So I gotta believe it. I need a minimum of 10 sales, and even that is going to even that's going to hurt a brother. But that's not, that's at least going to help me, keep myself afloat. But just a minimum of 10 sales, and people get 10 sales all the time, so I have to believe that I'm capable of getting 10 sales. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? Like I said, though, you don't have to purchase anything to be here. You can hang out, do your thing, keep hanging with us. I can't make nobody purchase nothing, and I sure as hell can't condemn nobody for not purchasing anything, and I won't. All I can do is be thankful if anybody sees anything that they like and if they grab it. Is my concept kind of narrow? I guess. But to be straight up, I don't know what to do anymore. I've done full on brands with all types of stuff. I couldn't keep people's attention to save my life. So, right now I'm just like, I hope I can keep some people's attention. Oh my. That's because it's the wrong one, homie. There we go. Okay. Now we talking. All right. Okay. So let's go to products here. But like I said, it's not a case of anybody has to do anything. It's me putting out my creations, put myself out there, and just hoping that people want to support. That's all it is. That's all it is, y'all. So, boom, boom, boom. All right, so let's get it. All products. Let's go ahead. And I even thought about maybe I was like, you know what? I wouldn't even mind doing some custom pieces for people today. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody want a custom, that's obviously going to cost more than what I'm doing here, because that's going to entail me sitting down and putting it together and all other stuff. But, at this point, I'm like, I'll do some custom pieces. You get your nickname and shit put on one and all that stuff. It won't be for this brand, but I won't mind doing that either. Creating some custom backpacks with names and stuff like that on it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind doing that for people at all. I'd be happy to do that. All right, y'all. So boom. I think this is too simple. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go in here. I think this is too simple, y'all. What y'all, you know what I'm saying? This feels too simple. All right, let me go back in here. Let's get this. Maybe I should have used the rise. I don't know. Let's try the rise. Let's see. All right, so we got rise in here. It's doing this thing here on the front. I don't mind that at all. Feature collection. Okay, this holds 24, so that's nice. But like I said, I'm not saying any of that to try to get anybody to pity me or feel bad for me or anything. I'm just genuinely asking for support. That's all. You see something you like, grab it. That's it. If you don't, I get it. Because you can't make nobody purchase anything, Oh, see, now this just says products. Huh. That's interesting. And then we would have to have multiple collections down here, which would be kind of silly. Because we only have two things. I don't know, y'all. But for now, I'm going to keep it like it is. I'm going to keep it simple. Here's the page. The link is at the top. And I also have a tip jar if anybody like to tip. We have a tip jar as well. I don't know how to link that on YouTube, actually. I don't have a clue how to link that on YouTube. All right, let's put the rest of these in here, y'all. Let's put the rest of these in here. We got some more in here. And we're going to put together a pattern today as well. And so first, let's go with this here. We're going to go with the Ohana minimal. And I actually want to make, my thought process was to make both versions of the bag and then have them in the backpack section. And so what I mean by that is to make this as a minimal, not this one, but to make this as a classic backpack too, because this is the minimal. And we're just going to go here. You can try. You can try. I'm sorry. I missed the tip jar link. Oh, it should work. I've never shut it down. It's just Actually, yeah, we can we, yeah, we can link that. We can pin, let's pin that to the top actually. Channel. Oh, you want to pin the tip jar link. Thank you. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, nice. Okay. Copy. Oh, you did? I think my YouTube is frozen. Why can't I see it? That's weird. So, top fans for this live on YouTube is Bernard, Alex, and Connie. Yay. All right. So, I don't think YouTube does. That's the one. YouTube is pretty limiting, y'all. All right, there you go. We're gonna change the. We're gonna change that up right there. All right, so that's our tip jar right there at the top. All right, so we're gonna do. Ohana backpack, and it's gonna say, minimalist. Right there. I'm going to choose collections. There's going to be bags and all products. Again, we're going to hit continue. You're going to notice that this one is actually priced different than the other one. All right, but we're still going to give it the same price. Yeah, YouTube doesn't allow links in the chat. I forgot about that. So my bad. My bad. All right, so we want to add you to store as well. We're going to add them all in there. All the ones I have so far. And we're going to create another pattern tonight. As long as my head holds up. Wish me luck on that. Pretty place. I do want to write my own descriptions for these. So we're going to work on those too. Who's still with me? All right, so we're just adding things to the store and being very transparent about what my cost level is. As you see, my cost is going to be 21 to 22, selling for 40. Typically, this type of bucket hat sells for anywhere from $55 to $80. We're going to do it for 40. And I need y'all to go in there and go to the shop and just start purchasing stuff because I need to support y'all for real. This is a real thing. This is a real need for some support, but I'm not asking anyone just to do anything just to throw they change. I'm, I got a shop. Here's a real physical product, high quality that you will get. Yes, I am using Printful, but I've been using Printful for years. And there are people in here now who have purchased from Printful from me and the things, designs for the products that I choose from Printful. And I am always sure to choose the best products, high quality products, because every last product that I am selling are products that I have purchased and used myself and made things for myself with as well. I have sampled everything that I put in stores. And I can confirm top quality, top flight. If you get that reference, You know what's up. Okay, so we're gonna add this one, y'all. I don't know how y'all don't like the Thulu, yo. The Thulu is amazing. Come on, y'all. The Thulu is, come on, y'all. This Thulu is dope, y'all. Y'all don't like my Thulu pattern? Y'all mean, man. I thought y'all would like this one. That's okay, though. Yes, I created that pattern myself. All patterns were created by me, and we're going to create another one tonight as well. Pardon me, my hands is kind of cold. This joint is cold. Not cold, but my hands get cold in cool air because I was severely frostbitten. I had severe frostbite as a child, so my hands and feet get cold easy. It's one of the reasons I like tropical airs. I said airs, tropical areas. Work on your Nanglish, bone. Work on your Nanglish. All right, I will. All right, we'll go here and we're going to do bags, all products. I'm going to continue. And as we know, we're going with 60 for these, even though these can easily sell for 90. We're going to go with 60. Did you say you didn't like it? Yes. It's exactly what you said. Y'all believe me? Y'all believe me? To the people in YouTube, and Leonard in Twitch just asked me. She said, "Did I say I didn't like the Tulu backpack, the Tulu pattern?" I said yes. She just told me I'm fibbing. I am fibbing, but remember, since I'm the host, it's always somebody else's fault. It's just how that works. Okay, so whoever wants to take the blame, just go ahead and take it right now. Throw that right on your shoulders and just walk through life with it. Okay, so let me ask a question, y'all. When I explained what I'm going through, when I talked about what I'm going through, like, was that too heavy for people? Like, did that bother people that I talked about that? Fucking Bob. God damn it, Bob. Here comes Bob again. Was that too heavy for people? Y'all can be honest with me. Y'all can be honest with me if you felt that I was too heavy. I'm asking YouTube as well. Oh, wow. YouTube just dropped to 2 people. It had 4 for a hot second. That was nice. I've never seen 4 people in my YouTube. Oh, that's not true. We had 5 at one time. Oh, wow. We just went from 7 to 5 people. That's wonderful. All right. So we have an ad coming up. Ad starting soon. For whoever is not subscribed, you're going to be in ad jail for about 90 seconds, but you don't got to leave. You can come back. Well, just don't leave and you won't have to come back because I'll still be here. All right. So we have the Tulu bucket and the Tulu backpack in play. They're in there. And I know some of you are asking like, hey, did you post this on social media? No, I did not. I do not have a social media following who even sees a single fucking thing I post. So, and I definitely don't have a social media following of people who actually come and purchase anything. Matter of fact, I don't even have people I got 4 people in my Discord who pay attention. And even at that, there's really only about 2 people who say anything anymore. So yeah, there's that. So no, I haven't built up that presence in social media. I don't even really have that presence in a live. That's why I'm asking people, like, tell you people, come check me out, come hang out for a while, help me grow the numbers so that, and like, I really need that to happen. Like, I really do. Like, for real. I know, like, I'm in a place now, but I didn't pay for this place. Somebody else did, because I'm that down. And it's not like I'm not working my ass off to get up. I am. things just haven't come to fruition yet, So I'm still fighting, and I don't want that fight to get any harder than it already is, because then that's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be very hard to win. So I just need some help, man. I just need some help. All right, let's put in this one now. We got the Flora Lee, so it's gonna add that to the stove. Buckets and bags. I know y'all see that subtle sass, right? We're gonna go choose mock-ups. Shit, I'm sitting here thinking maybe I should have done subtle sass. That might have got people. That might have got people going. Got people going more. You know what I'm saying? Good night, Meg. Y'all have a good night. Tell Q Ball and nephew I said good night as well. All right. I mean, everybody loves a good mug. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anybody that don't like mugs. All right. Flora Lee. And we're going to go here. Bags, all products. Continue. Just going to leave it where it is. We're going to hit submit. Same thing here. Add. I like the idea of all of them being the same price. I think that's a dope idea, personally. All right. Doosh. And my hands are starting to freeze. What the hell going on? I'm not even cold. My hands are turning into ice blocks. All right. Flora Lee. Bucket. I'm gonna start to get in the groove now, y'all. Just so y'all know, I'm gonna get to just working on stuff now. I'll get that in there. Here. And all right, set this up. Hit that with the PNG. Come here. All right. Drop a bucket. Can be ordered in 3 sizes, by the way. Extra small, and then small, medium, large XL. So the small, medium are like one size. Then the large XL is one size. Just so you know. So go order one. Alrighty. All right, so we got them all in there now. So we're gonna come over this way, and we're gonna go to products. We're gonna go to collections, all products, 15. Did I do something twice? Oh, it might not have updated yet. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Huh? Wait, it still says 15. Did I skip something? Eh? Okay, here it comes. Woo! That had me discombobulated. I could have sworn I added that thing. All right, here we go. All right, we got him. We got him in there. They all in now. So what I want to do is I want these at the bottom. So they're gonna go down here. And should we put the bucket after the bag? Sure, why not? I cannot grab these as a group. If I could, I would, but I can't. You just have to grab them as they are and go on about you. Ooh, y'all, can I tell you about this K-drama I'm watching? Man, this K-drama, it's actually a pretty cute one. It's a fun watch, but it's a little frustrating. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Hold on. Let me go into my net poops. The Secret Life of My Secretary. That's what it's called. The Secret Life of My Secretary. And it's like, y'all, this K-drama kind of fucked up, right? So, the main character has this medical issue where they can't see, like where there's a significant thing they need to be able to know who each person is, right? But they're also so dense that for some reason they can't. You know what? I don't want to give too much away. I don't know who here likes K-dramas. Raise your hand. We down to 4 people. All right, so we have these. I think I want to put this one on the first row here. I kind of want to. Actually, let's put Tropic as the first one. That was weird. You think you decided you don't? There's a lot of people that don't like them. There's a lot of people that do. All right, let's do a little adjusting here so that doesn't look so daggum gigantic, because that is huge. So we go here. Product list grid. It's already on page? What? That's crazy. Let's turn the gap up some. What's that do for me? Absolutely nothing. Let me put that at 24. This is weird. This song is terrible. What is this song? This song is horrible. What is this? Shut up. That was the worst crap I've ever heard in my life. Who picked that instrument? They need to be punched in the mouth. Why isn't it moving forward? What the fuck is happening? Bro, what is going on today with the technologies? Thank you. I literally tapped to skip the song and he wouldn't do it. That's crazy. Okay, so this K-drama, right? So obviously the two main characters, this dude, and he has this condition where he can't see people's faces. He can see all the other details around them, their height, clothes they're wearing, ring on their finger, all types of shit, but he can't see their faces. Now he can hear their voice, their tone, the way they talk and everything, but he can't see their faces. And so he has this secretary who he can't recognize, this secretary, but only when she's got her glasses on and her hair done a certain way and she's wearing this one like sweater, right? Then he can recognize her face for some reason, because she's like a comfort thing in his mind or some bullshit. I'm like, what? Like I said, suspend your sense of belief and just watch the damn show type of thing, right? Now, there is an actual name for this thing where you can't make out people's faces, because it is a thing that happens to people. So if people's like faces just look blurry or like, type of thing. But so it is a real thing and it has happened to people. So, it's not completely unbelievable, right? But, and then typically like there'll be one person or one thing that's very recognizable and whatever, yada, 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 right? So his secretary is this person. So obviously the more time they spend together, the more end up liking each other and all this other stuff. But he had another secretary before who, hold up. He had another secretary before who had did him dirty. Like when he got some other diagnosis, like when he got the initial diagnosis from the doctor or something like that, that secretary gave it to his uncle, who's like an absolute piece of shit, right? So he has this uncle who doesn't want him to be in charge of the company at all, right? Yeah, face blindness or something like that, right? And so it is a real thing. And there are people who will become like the outliers to everybody else in the world type of thing, right? But at the same end, though, this dude can't recognize anybody, not for their height, not for the way they dress, not for the tone of their voice. He's like, oh, I need your help when it comes to my mom. I'm like, bitch, you don't know your mom's voice. Come the fuck on, yo. They did go a little far with it. And like, this person can't recognize anybody without having a secretary tell them their name. So the people you've been around your whole life, you can't recognize them from any other fucking characteristics. Like, come on, bruh. Come on, man. So, but they got to give a reason for her to always be around them so they can fall in love, yada, 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 right? Rom-com. It's actually got some funny shit in it too. Her brother is like actually blind. Her younger sister, she works real hard, puts this money together for her to go to university in the US. She works real hard to go to university and all other shit. And so they go to the airport with everything, give her the goodbye and all other stuff. And then she just leaves the airport and goes and gets a small place back in Seoul. And it's like, nah, I want to be an actress. I'm like, bruh, this show is trifling, right? Everybody's lying to everybody, which is a huge theme in K-dramas. Like, everybody's a liar, like everybody. And so obviously, like, this dude, he can't trust his uncle because of his face blindness and all these other, and then this one secretary who did this one bad thing to him. This one secretary, he decides he's not going to have a secretary for longer than a year, ever. Like, it's always only going to be a year contract. He's never going to do nothing but treat them bad, make them work a lot, and da-da-da. And so this one, she stuck around. She did, more than any, because she needed the money. It was a really well-paying assistant job, And so she's like, I'll do anything because I got my mom died. I got to send my brother's blind. There's no accommodations for him to work and I got to take care of these people. Right. And so she's like, I'm going to do this. And then she's one of the people who doesn't mind running around doing a bunch of crazy shit. So she don't really care. As long as she's getting paid well, she's like, fuck it. I'll go pick up the dry clean, do all the dumb shit. I don't give a damn. And so then she finds out about the face blindness. he finds out that he can recognize her face only, like only her face. So then his mom, and obviously, you know, they own the business. They're rich. And as you know, it's the whole arrange the marriage, meet this other person's rich child and get married to them type of thing, right? So she can't marry him off. His mom can't marry him off because, you know, marrying your children off is a big deal. She can't marry him off because the fuck?
Bluetooth connected.
Now the Bluetooth is disconnected. The music is kicking my ass today, boy. So she can't marry him off because I'm something about him, like the way he treats people or something. I can't remember. But because he's just not interested. That's what it is. He's just not interested, but he's supposed to be this eligible bachelor. He's got all this money. He's running, you know, he's the head, the CEO, whatever, yada, 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 right? And then he has a brother who doesn't want to do any of that shit. Like, he's in the business because he felt he had to. He was pressured to it by his mom, all this other stuff. And he just wants to be let go. And he's leaning on his younger brother a lot because of his issues and the problems that he has. And his younger brother is like, man, I just want to live my own life. I don't want to work for the family business. This shit is depressing. Right? But he's still supporting his brother. Like, he's doing everything he can to get his brother solidified as the chairman of the company, because his mom has given up being the chairman of the company, right? She took over it after his dad died, and she's like, I want to do this shit. One of y'all gonna do it. And his younger brother's like, it ain't gonna fucking be me. And so his secretary is like, I'm gonna make sure you're chairman too, right? But here's the whole premise. Like, I'm just giving y'all, there it is. So secretary's got his back, all this other stuff. But she also does not like the way she's being, like, she likes the job because of the money, but she doesn't like the yelling. She doesn't mind doing all the work. She doesn't mind doing all the running around, but she doesn't like the yelling. She doesn't like being treated small, right? So she finds out he has the face behind this thing, and then he's going to get stood up by this other rich person's daughter, who she's like runs her whole family. Like, she took over her whole family's company and blew it up. Like, she used to be in entertainment, and she said, I don't want to be in entertainment, I want to run it. And she created a whole like conglomerate of entertainment and right? And he's supposed to meet this woman, and she's basically like going to stand him up. And so the secretary is like, oh, he has face blindness. I can dress up all fancy and just kind of show up and fuck with him the way he messes with me all the time. So that's what she does. She shows up, and she's like, she used to work for this same woman. So she's acting like the woman. Hello, I'm Veronica Park. Right. And she's doing all that. So the Veronica Park character is hilarious. I mean, the actress who played that part, she played that part so well, y'all. She crushed that part. Crushed it. And she's hilarious. Like, the character itself is funny as fuck. And obnoxious as hell, but like funny. And so that's the whole premise of the thing, and you know. And of course, eventually, you know, he's one of those people like, oh my God, if he catches another person lying to him, despite the fact that everyone around him is lying to him, and he's told plenty of lies himself. But she takes this thing real far. She's acting like, you know, she's Veronica Park, and he's this, that, and the other. It's a whole thing, yo. And then eventually, you know, he finds out, and that's where I'm at on the drama, is where he finds out. And of course, she's like, I can't do this no more. I know it's going to hurt him, but I have to tell him the truth. It started out as a joke, and then it just kind of, you know, steamrolled on from there. And he actually likes this version of Veronica Park because it's the secretary who he already liked, you know. But when she takes her glasses off and dresses a different way, then he can't see her face. He has the face blindness. But when she dresses like she always dresses, with her hair and the little pigtails and her glasses on, then he recognizes her, right? And so I'm at the part where he basically figures out that she's lying. And, you know, he tells her, "You're fired." That's the last episode I saw. Like at the end of the episode, he's like, "You're fired. Fuck out of here. I don't want to see you no more." And so that's it, y'all. That's the whole premise. And it's all types of drama. It's so silly, but it's funny as hell. All right. So we did some stuff. We did some more stuff. And now we're going to get into Affinity Designer, and we are going to create a pattern. We're going to create a pattern, but before we do that, let's get back to this part. Bye-bye. Y'all, we have a shop. Bye-bye. Simple and clean. I like this simple and clean thing. Makes me excited in my pants. All right, I'm going to click this and... hit. It's to the left. Menu center. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm an idiot. Wait. Hold up. Didn't I? Wait, I'm discombobulated. Hold on. I am discombobulated. Let's go on the logo. Icon. Go back up in here. Desktop height. I want to make this bigger. Do 56, and then on here, ooh, that's tiny. We'll do 48. Oh yeah, that's better. Then we'll hit save. Let me see here. That's way over there. That's nice. But what the fuck happened to my menu? I'm just oh, turn it on, Bone. Duh. You idiot. Should put this to the left too. Top. Center. Save. Let's see what that look like. Any thoughts? I've learned that you don't need an egregiously fancy website. People don't care about that. People just care about good products. Oh, wow. I could have sworn I added them all into that collection. Why are they not there? Oh, wow. Okay. That is confusing. Eh? wait. Eh? Hold up. I'm confused. Why is it? What? Why? Why is it? Why is it not? Because, but why can't I choose the collection though? Where's I should be able to choose the huh? I'm a little confused here. All right, but I'm gonna hit save for now, and let's go troubleshoot. Let's go see why we're having that issue. First, let's go to our content. We're gonna go to menus again. Click in. We're gonna go to edit. Buckets. Okay, that's right. Oops. We go to bags. Okay, that's there. This is confusing. All right, so it's 21:44 for me, y'all. What time is it for y'all? Wherever you're at in the world. I guess we'll go to collections. Okay, it says all 8 are in there. Just click manual. Put this down there. Bags. Manually. This one down there. You'll probably think he's being way too particular. I probably am. I don't know. Maybe I should mix them up. I don't know. All right. So. Oop. And then let's go to. Let's go back to content. And we'll go back to menus. Why is this? Why is it not populated, y'all? This is weird. This doesn't make sense. Because y'all saw the collection, right? Like, y'all peep what I peep, right? There should be more than one in here. Gap, horizon, collection, filter, sorting. It won't let me choose the collection either. I don't understand. Don't need that. Like, there should be a choice for which collection here. No, there shouldn't. That's right, because it's directly connected to this. I don't understand why it's doing this. And it's saying there's only one item. Doesn't make sense. Best selling. I'm confused, y'all. All right, I don't know what's happening, y'all. I don't know why it's doing this. I think the only thing I can do is click save. Filters is on. size, I guess we'll put it back to large. It's a page, full width, 24, vertical gap, bottom padding 32. I'm confused. I don't know if it's necessary, really. I don't think it's necessary to have a menu, to be straight up, because this is it. Like right now, like this is it. You know, it's only one page. I think this is like, what do you need a menu for? Everything's right there. $5.45 for you. We got 3 viewers, y'all. We big timing. We big timing over here, y'all. All right, we have 1 purchase so far. Big love to Connie. Connie got herself the Ohana bucket. Big up, Connie. We got 1 purchase so far, y'all. We just need 9 more. All right, so let's see what else we can create. Now, the one problem I have here is one problem I'm going to have here is this default collection page is really messing with me, y'all. The one problem we have is this only allows for 16. So if I wanted to continue this as one page, I would have to add another one of these and then literally create another collection. But I wonder if there's another element I can put in there instead of having to do all that. So let's see, we go to add section. We got this product grid, which is terrible. Why is that still there? I have no clue. Please go away. That was the generated one. Like, you can actually generate your own. And I did generate the timers for the shop when it was shutting down. And I did try to generate an all products page that look I just told him, I said, just generate a product grid, create a product grid that is just like create a Horizon template product grid. I said copy the Horizon copy the Horizon templates product grid, but make the product count like 36 or something like that. I forget what I typed, and it gave me something completely different. I was like, this is not it, homie. This is not what I asked for. Why is it not deleting it? Didn't I just ask it to delete that damn thing? All right. Image. Oh my God. I created all this. Movable countdown timer. Oh God, get all of this off of here. Jeez. So it was deleting stuff. I just asked it to create too many things. Nah. All right, let's keep deleting. This is all part of the process, y'all. All part of getting the work did. All right, am I boring y'all to death? Oh wow, we're down to 2 viewers. Holy shit. That's heartbreaking, actually. We have an ad in progress, so there's that. Oh, it really says 2 viewers. Jesus. Man, that's painful. I gotta change this music up. This music is boring me to death. I don't think that's copyright free. Now that might be copyright free on Twitch, but that don't mean it's copyright free on YouTube. Whenever you start hearing people singing some lyrics, or you hear like a melody that's really familiar, you might get the okie doke. Nah, I ain't gonna cut it either. Man, you know what? I don't know what to play. I'll just keep playing that. I'll just make sure it's soft in the background so they ain't get on my nerves. All right, so where were we? You're starting to get drowsy. Oh wow, we're down to 1 viewer. Holy shit. Maybe I should come back and do this tomorrow. Plus my head is killing me. I did say I'm gonna go tomorrow too, so we'll see. I think I'll lay down for the night so I'll be able to go tomorrow. Because we're down to 1 and 1 viewer. I want to thank Alex. I think Alex is already gone, but thank you, Alex and Reynard, for commenting in the YouTube. I appreciate it. I don't know, if I can't sleep, I guess I'll get up and go back on live and keep lobbying. Connie's out the mix. I know she's doing stuff, so I want to thank Connie as well. I want to thank Mr. Reynard always. Thank you. And I will definitely get back on much earlier tomorrow. Come hella high water, because I gotta make this happen, y'all. Mad love. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate everybody who did hang out with me. Thank you much. The site looks great. It does look good. I just gotta get it to look good enough for people to go, I want that shit. You know, I have a little idea real quick. This may sound silly and I may be being, but sometimes I just get like this. So we go to all products. Watch this. I'm gonna switch this one, right? I'm gonna go down to, I'm gonna switch that one, right? Then I'm gonna go down to this one, and I'm gonna switch that one. Go down to the next one, I'm gonna switch that one. Y'all can figure out why I did that, right? And then we're just gonna hit refresh. Oh. Look, y'all. Oh man, I fucking love it. I'm such a dork. I'm gonna switch it back. I'm just being silly. Listen, y'all, I like to be silly sometimes. Okay, just let me have that. Okay. All right. So if we switch this one, right, and then we switch this one back down. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Let's show all of them, and let's switch this one back down, and then let's switch this one up. And watch what we get this time. All right, they should all be switched. Bam! We get this alternating. I gotta do something about which picture shows up afterward. I don't want the bottom picture silly. That's silly. That's silly too. And that comes down to just moving the pictures around, I think. So if I go here. I should probably just jump off of here. Don't nobody want to hear me keep flapping my gums. But we're gonna let's put all these back like so. All right, so put them back like so. Let's go back to products. And if I go to this bucket, like these are all the same, y'all. So I'm like, I don't even think this needs to be changed. So we can leave that. But the bags we gotta look out for, like this. And then this second image is, you know, it pops up and turns it around. So that's going to be the mouse over image. So we want to make sure we got a decent mouse over image, right? So this one, I'll put that there. And then we'll hit save. And then same thing coming here. So let's, yeah, see, so your second image is going to be your mouse over image. So boom, boom. Now this is a different bag. These are the minimalist bags here. This is the standard classic boot bag with the pocket on it. So, all right, so we go back here. And now we gotta fix all these, because all of these are doing it wrong. Every last one of these is doing it wrong, so to speak. I mean, they're not really doing anything wrong. It's up to me to fix it. So something I should have paid attention to, you know. Boom. Save. You know what? What if I gave it names instead of numbers? Like you can see it's a backpack, right? And then, when you click into the description and stuff, right? I don't know. Either way, I might have to make this work. So, but for now, we've seen a good bit of the behind the scenes. Yeah. My brain's kind of fried a little bit, not because of this, but because I've been in head pain for a while. But I'm going to lay it down. Actually, that's literally what I'm going to do. And tomorrow, I'm going to be on here, come hella high water, all day. Because I need some sales, y'all. I need some sales. And the best thing I can do is just keep promoting it. Yeah. But seriously, if you know anyone who's and I want to add, hold on. Before I leave, I do got to do this. This has to be done. I don't want to leave the site up without changing this. Online store. Customize. I'm even of the inkling to add like the sport duffel bag, but I think I want to keep it at backpacks and in these right now. Just for now. We need to add back our announcement bar, and I want to put this on that, and then we want to we're gonna go boom, boom, and then we're gonna click this. Okay, we don't need a link for that one. I want to add another one. And okay, and I'm gonna grab one more, and we're gonna put this one to let's say hold on. Okay, so we got that up there. Announcement bar. I think 4 seconds is enough. 3 would be too fast. 5 would be too slow. Okay, let's hit save. I want to make sure that's on there. And then Go to discounts. We can delete this one. I can feel my concentration waning. Free shipping. Automatic. United States. Canada. It'll be 200 USD. So I need to put that up there. Because it's going to go by USD. It's not going to go... it's not going to... maybe I should do 150. It's going to go by USD, even for Canada. I also want to do 5% off for people who buy sets. Which I'll... Uh-oh. I'm getting PLJH'd. I gotta go. When Miss Reynard is hit me with multiple PLJHs, she's telling me, you said you gonna get off of here, so get your buns off of here. I might have to put an exclusion on certain shipping rates because depending on where it's going, sometimes people's shipping rates will eat up all of my profit. I did say I was leaving, but I also remember that I can't, I can't just leave. I can't just, because I wanted that on there, and I got my fingers, my toes, my 2 butt cheeks, my both nostrils. I got them all crossed that people are going to come to the shop and purchase some stuff. Because I really need that to happen. I know you did. I know, but I'm going to go before you hit me with the real ones. But mad love to Connie. I know she can't hear me, but we do have VODs now, so she might be able to see this later. For purchasing a bucket. And for real, y'all, if you know anybody who would like a nice bag with a unique pattern that you're not going to find anywhere else, please let them know to check out the shop. I was supposed to be posting like crazy, but I'm gonna post tomorrow. I'm gonna post tonight. I'm gonna post in the morning. I'm gonna post as often as possible. It'll probably be my first time posting like 7 times in a day tomorrow, and I'm gonna be posting while I'm doing the live as well. So, yeah. With that said, the discounts in there. I think I can add, before. Oh, it's in here. Look. Automatic. I can't do 10. Specific products? Maybe. I might have to do this. Because I don't want it to get mixed up and do 2 of the buckets. You know what I mean? It's like if you buy a bucket and a bag, no matter the, which one. Like if you want to buy, the the tan bucket with the starting to stutter, with the Fleur Lee backpack, and you still get 5% off. And I mean, if I'd have to, let me see, specific collections, I only have 2. So here's bags and here's buckets. Nah, that's not gonna work. So it's going to be specific products, and over here browse. Then it will have to be like this one and that one. I don't mind combining it with the shipping discount, but people will still have to buy. I mean, I might have to download an app to get that to work right, though. I don't know if that's going to work. I'm curious. I guess the only way to do it is to test it, right? I picked these 2. So if I go to add and I pick XL, add the cart. And if I go look at the cart, there's no. See, it just, yeah, that's not what I want. It should only put it if it's going to be, yeah, that's not it. Deactivate. So this is amount off products, not amount off a combo. I'll have to figure out another time. All right, let's just delete it. I'll figure out another point. Like I said, it might be something I have to do. This is amount of products. Buy X, get Y. Maybe this one? Automatic. Just gonna put 5%. Specific products. Quantity 2. I'm so curious about how this works, y'all. Maybe 1. Customer must add the quantity of items specified below to their cart. Oh, it's 1. And then this one, add 1. 5. All customers. Hit save. Now we try it again. X out of that. Remove this one. Now I'm being an idiot, I know, but this is something I never tried. But I want to. Oh, so it'll only give 5% off of one product. That's not what I want to do. That's not it, y'all. That's not what I was looking to do. That's poop. I think I'm gonna have to use a secondary app. Matter of fact, I know I'm probably gonna have to use a secondary app to make that happen, because for some reason they don't have that just in there. So let's go ahead and delete that. All right, we'll figure it out. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to grab some type of app and add that. But to those who came in, this is a Hail Mary full of grace throw that I'm throwing up there. This is an idea I had for a while. I just opened this, and I am going to keep it going. I want to keep it going. I really like this idea. I know it's very niche, but I don't know. Sometimes niches work. So backpack bucket. I need a minimum of 10 sales so I can keep my head above water this coming month. So yeah, even if you don't want anything, let people know, tell your people, send them to the website link. The website link's right here. Buckets and bags with the X as the end. Link right here. Right here, top pinned right there, bucketsxbags.shop. I'll be back on here tomorrow, and I'm gonna be on here all day, y'all. That's when I'm getting food, when I'm doing what I gotta do as a person. I'm gonna be on here all day, just pitching the shop. Here in YouTube as well. I wish I could go live on Instagram. I would have, but I don't have 1,000 followers on Instagram. So I'm trying to think of something viral to put on my Instagram tonight to just get people to follow the shit out of me. And so I can go live on Instagram at the same time, because it's a great platform. If I could, I'd go live on Twitch, on TikTok too, for real. But I don't have 1,000 people on there either. So, yeah. But with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down so I can lay down and get my head right for tomorrow, because it'll be my first time just being on live all day long, and I am gonna be on live all day long because I need yeah, like I said, I need to make this happen, yeah, and I believe it can happen. So mad love, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm actually gonna leave this time. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace, love, joy, and happiness. Bucketsandbags.shop. Check it out. Let your people know as well. Pretty please, pretty please. I really need the support. I really need the help. This is not me just saying just to say it. If I got to show y'all tomorrow, I will show y'all where I'm at financially. I really need the help. So, mad love, everybody.